my God, now we live.
You know, be my language. How the way I'm still up? Let me make sure I'm right, man. We on the late show tonight, man. The late show. We already got some freezing going on. It's freezing outside. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
Hell, had we started on time, shit, my power went doo.
Ah, for real?
Man, what?
They was out there working on some. When I was on the way back, they was working on some shit on the road right there. I was like, I hope my Wi-Fi on.
Man, we live.
We live, man. Hey, we got a lot to get into tonight, man. I still feel like my camera's dark. I don't got time to mess with the settings. We got a lot to get into tonight, man. The sports world going crazy. We got a lot of stories to cover. Hey, LBJ, the king is back. The Lakers still killing shit. I just got one question for you, man.
What's that?
You ready?
Let's do it.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 7, episode 38 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I'm your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. No Killer Cam tonight. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, man. Just I'm been ready for this show, bro. Like I was so ready for the show. I had this shit prepped Monday. normally it's like we prep 10 minutes before the show. I had this shit prepped Monday.
Hey, there's a lot going on, a lot to talk about. It's been a lot of stuff going on over the weekend. Obviously, the biggest news in sports right now, Lane Kiffin's decision to leave Ole Miss, go to LSU. Like I said in the pre-show, the king is back. Even though the Lakers did just lose their last game to the Phoenix Suns, the king is back in town, looking good with Austin Reeves and Luka. Buyouts, NIL pressure, the modern college football era. We got all type of stuff to get into tonight, man. But first things first, man, if you're watching the show right now, I want you to hit that follow button. If you're on the Facebook, if you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Anywhere you're watching right now, hit the follow. New live shows over on Spotify, or not live shows, but you can see the video now of us over on Spotify. So make sure you get over to the Spotify. Follow the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast.
It's popping over. Hey, it's popping over on Spotify, baby.
Wipe me down. Wipe me down. So shout out to everybody who's gotten over to the Spotify to see us, actually see our faces now on the Spotify, just our voices, man. So shout out to all y'all. But like I said, hit that like button, subscribe button, wherever you're at. If you're on the YouTube, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime we go live or drop content over here at the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. Also, get over to the Instagram, follow my guy right here, DA_Dreaded Archer 17, and follow myself, Big Poppy _ONE9. All right. Hunter Harrison said, #1 fan, man. Hey, you got some competition, Hunt, but you up there. You up there. Brooke Harless says, hi. What's up, Brooke Harless? Dang, I didn't know Spotify's doing that now. Chelsea Lynn says that. Yeah, hey, Spotify's got video now. Make sure you get over there and see it. Y'all trash podcast, not gonna lie. Appreciate you, Jesse. Hey, hit the link and come speak your piece.
Yeah, hit the link.
If you really feel that way. If you really feel that way, come speak your piece now. You know what I'm saying? Jesse, what that is? Jesse Sandoval. You must be the dude from Oregon I got on your top. You must be that dude from Oregon I got on your top. But yeah, man, best podcast over here, the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. Take that comment down, man, before you piss me off tonight. It's gonna be a good night tonight on the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast, man. Make sure you share it. Let everybody know what you're watching, why you're watching, and where you're watching over here at the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. Yeah, I love it. Hey, Hunter Harrison says, I'm going to roundhouse Jesse for the boys. And we appreciate that, man. For sure. We appreciate that. And I don't even really know where to start tonight.
Bro, it's nuts, man. Hell, I even got the light set up for my boy Lane, man.
Yeah, I got the purple in the back. Man, you might see a little tiger walk by or something like that. You know what I'm saying, man? we're definitely gonna get into Lane Kiffin tonight for sure, man. But I think first we gotta get a quick sponsor shout out, man. So go ahead.
Go. What am I sponsoring? What am I talking about?
Hey, I don't make the notes. I just get on here and talk. Quick sponsor shout out. I thought we had some new shit popping.
No, shout out to Say Grace, man. Hey.
Hey, no. Say Grace, home cooked meals and desserts has opened this week. Soft opening on Tuesday. Open again today, man. Plenty of people coming in and out the door. Food smells amazing throughout the entire office. Everything is going the way it should be going right now at Say Grace, man. So shout out to our sister Tristan Reed over at Say Grace, man. If you live in the Texarkana area and you haven't had the food, make sure you get over there and try the food, man. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. All right, these recipes have been passed down. Thurston, Williams, Reed. The recipes are endless. All right, so make sure y'all get over there and try some of that, man. Some good Southern cooking, some good Southern food, Southern cuisine, may I say. Get over there and try something, man. Take it to go. Enjoy it with your family. Around the holidays, you can get a whole pan and put it in the oven yourself and finish cooking it out and do it all. Do it big, man. So you got the catering going on. If you're having a big event, they cater. Just make sure y'all give them a call. Get over to the Facebook, Say Grace TXK, and check them out.
All right. I kind of had a little tear in my eye, man. I walked over there. I'm like, man, good gracious, man. Like it just because I remember when it was getting started, I'm like, let's see where this go. And you walk in, you got people standing around, man. The food smelling good, Frito pie good, the butter cake. Now the butter cake is for us is normally out of season. We get one a year. We get one butter cake a year, but now, you know what I'm saying? We didn't. It was a family thing. Now we didn't put it out to the world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super proud of her, man. Keep it up. If you're over there, you know, swing by, Say Grace, grab a plate, take it home to your family, man. I promise you're gonna enjoy it, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Boy,
told y'all the podcast trash. They don't even know what they're going to talk about. Oh, we don't know what we're going to talk about when I just named off 17 things. But anyway, don't click on Jesse no more. We're done with Jesse.
Jesse
college football. Go ahead. What'd you say?
No. Like, Jesse probably one of them cats. He's a pop up in the background.
Yeah, in the early days. That's all right, Jesse. You all right, Jesse. You all right in my book with your lame ass. But anyway, college football is on fire this week. All right, we got coaches moving around, players moving around. You see the hat tonight, man. I'm rocking my ponies tonight, even though disappointing weekend for the ponies.
Bro, let me down. I don't watch many day games, but I was watching that when I was like, come on, man.
Came back in a tough game against Cal. It shouldn't have been a tough game, but it was. Came back in the second half to take the lead, scored too early, gave Cal plenty of time to march down the field and score the game-winning touchdown. Win that game, you go to the ACC championship, you win the ACC championship, and you possibly go in the playoffs.
Well, if they win the ACC, they get in.
Exactly. So it was a sucky moment watching that game. I know I talked trash about the ponies early in the season. I was like, I don't know if we got what it takes to repeat a season like we had last year after watching that game against A&M Commerce, or I guess East Texas University, or whatever they're calling themselves now. But against Texas A&M Commerce, I didn't think we played very well. I thought we turned the ball over too many times. And that kind of happened in this game too, right?
Yep.
Early turnovers, early, or I guess a step behind by the defense in that first half. We come back and score, I think, 21 or 31 unanswered in the back end. But just not enough to seal the deal.
No, man, it's normally early in the games, man. Like if you ever played in those type of games, when a team you're supposed to beat, whenever they get those one or two scores up ahead of you, even when you come back, it's always those one or two scores that bite you in the butt.
No doubt.
But
shout out to the freshman quarterback from Cal. He did his thing. You can't deny good football. You know what I'm saying? You never disrespect good football. So he did his thing, man. Shout out to him. I just wish we could have brought it home.
Yeah,
I just wish we could have brought it home.
but hey, that's been college football though, man. Like Thanksgiving weekend, man, we got like I say, anybody that keeps saying that college football is ruined, is dead, it's this, that, and the third, bro, you tripping, bro. I believe this is the third year of NIL now.
Yeah.
And this is the best football we've watched, the best college football we've watched in the last 2 years. It keeps getting better every year, and it seems like the talent is getting better every year, and the stakes will keep getting higher every year. So I mean, right, if you sat back and watched any game this Thanksgiving weekend and you said college football is trash, you are not a true football fan. I can tell you that for sure.
No, and I think we talked about this and covered this before. Anybody who's saying that college football is dead or they don't like the new NIL landscape of college football and anything are really just haters of the players, because now the players possibly making more money than you do at that 9 to 5 that you got to wake up and go clock into every single day.
Oh, that's facts. That's
true.
true.
I think we're way past letting that shit slide. We're way past letting that shit slide. If you saying like, oh, college football is in the dumps now, I can't believe these guys get. Who cares? Who cares they're making money? Who cares how much money they make? What you eat don't make me shit.
Straight up.
If you're a fan of football, there's no way you're looking at these games every Saturday and thinking college football is in some type of trouble.
And it's at all levels too. It's Division One, AA, hell, D2, D3 turning up. It's like, it's just, man, across the board. You cannot beat it, man, at all.
You can't beat it. Gotta love it. Obviously, the biggest news in football right now is Lane Kiffin, right?
Right.
But before we dive into Lane Kiffin, I have a question for you.
All right.
Is there loyalty, or has there ever been loyalty? Because I think there's a notion right now that there was at some point. So I want to ask you, has there ever been loyalty in college football?
Yes, I think at one point in time there was loyalty, and I think it was when, I mean, let's just keep it a buck. When the money wasn't so high, you know what I'm saying? When coaches were all getting paid about the same, and it was more about the, having a dynasty, having a historic program. You was getting a coach at one of the legendary schools. Yeah, you had loyalty. Guys would, I'll stay here to keep building this program, because it took you a long ass time to build a program. So you kind of had that loyalty. But now, shit, no, ain't no loyalty in this game no more. There's not, and it shouldn't be. One, for me, it never should have been. It is a job. It's a job, straight up. What up, Percy?
What up, Pers? Hey, man, appreciate it, big dog.
For sure.
Hey, I don't even think there was loyalty then, because what coach was at one of these powerhouse programs that they built wasn't getting a bag alongside it? Do we think Nick Saban stayed at Alabama because he was loyal to the soil?
No, he was getting that bag.
He bounced. There it goes right there. Nick Saban wasn't loyal till he got to Bama, if we were talking coaches. Yeah, he kept going until he found a spot that would give me what I need.
Bro, and it seems like, when you are part of a legendary coaching tree, you tend to bounce around till you get that one job you want, especially in the SEC.
No doubt. And I think if Nick Saban, if Alabama wouldn't have matched every single offer that Nick Saban ever got, we may have seen Nick Saban at a school like a Texas.
Yep.
Or hell, even back to LSU. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like these guys are staying here by choice. There is something tying them to the program. Normally a check.
It's 99% a check.
99% a check. But now that the kids can get a check And so now they're bouncing around school to school, which not all of them are, but some kids are bouncing around from school to school. Oh, there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty in college football. I am loyal to my pockets.
Straight up.
I'm loyal to my family. I ain't loyal to a fucking name on the side of this helmet. What's the favorite coaches used to say back in the day? Hey, play for the name on the front, not the name on the back. No, sir.
No, sir.
I thought that's always been done. I can't lie to you. I thought that shit has always been done. Exactly. The money is holding them where they are. It's a placeholder. What coach do you know? You can go Bobby Bowden, Nick Saban, hell, Bear Bryant. Go back as far as you want to. What? Joe Paul. A bag came with that shit.
I don't look. Somebody said Alabama gets who they want.
What do they mean by that? Coaches or?
Yeah, are we talking about coaches or players?
What does that mean? They get who they want.
Because
for a second they thought DeBoer wasn't who they wanted.
Exactly.
So, do they get who they want? Players.
We not talking players right now.
Even if we were, that's not true.
Definitely not true.
Yeah, in the Saban era, did they get who they wanted? Of course. Of course they did, because Nick Saban could go sit in the living room, pull that jewelry out, pull that pamphlet out with 37,000 people out put in the NFL. Oh, I also coached in the NFL, and I know these cats. They call me on the daily. And that would get whoever they wanted to come to that school. But now it doesn't matter. Yeah, Alabama sounds great. Alabama sounds nice. But that $2 million that Tennessee is going to give me, that $3 million that LSU is going to give me, that $5 million that Ole Miss is going to give me, that I don't give a damn about Alabama.
No. And during the Saban era, you got to think about it. Cass was willing, you'd have a 5-star cat willing to go sit at Bama for 2 to 3 years. That shit ain't flying no more at all. So no, the fact that you saying Bama gets who they want as players, that shit don't fly no more. You living back pre-NIL days. That shit has been out the window. Because now I can sit at Alabama for 2-3 years and not play. Or I can go down the street to Ole Miss and get $2-3 million, and I'm playing. That shit ain't that's the old way of thinking, player. That's the old way of thinking. But hey, you tried it though.
Yeah, you tried it. And I think as we unravel this Lane Kiffin trail, we'll get a little bit more into that NIL bag. Oh, my bad. Very true. Courtney Morgan still gets who fits the scheme. They've already proved it. They just let go of some players today purposely and only signed 20. They paid who they wanted. Dom, college football talk. Are you a Bama fan? Because you sound a real homie right now. You sound a real homie right now. But Alabama doesn't have the number one anything right now.
Hell no. I think the number one recruiting class is damn, I just had that shit pulled up too. The number one recruiting class is USC right now. And
Miller, what up, baby?
Yeah, right now you got USC sitting at with they got 35 commits, 1 5-star, 21 4-stars, 13 3-stars. Oregon got 4 5-stars, 12 4-stars, and 5 3-stars with 21 commits. Notre Dame got 27 commits with 4 5-stars, 19 4-stars, and 4 3-stars. And Bama sitting at 4 with 20 commits, 4 5-stars, and 9 4-stars.
No, so I'm not knocking Alabama's recruiting tactics or none of that shit though. You know what I mean? Like I think they do. Obviously, they do fine.
Yeah,
obviously they do fine in recruiting. I just think the days of them getting the Derrick Henrys, the days of them getting Jalen Milroe, hell, Tua, Jalen. I just think those days are kind of behind them.
No, I don't think those days of them getting them kind of players are over. I think the days of them having multiples of those players are over. Because you got to think.
That's what I mean. You got Jalen Milroe who backs up somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got Derrick Henry who backs up for a second. Now he's the guy. You know what I mean? Like they went Mark Ingram.
Sexual chocolate.
Yeah. They went Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, Derrick Henry. You know, they went those bam, 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 bam. Kenyon Drake. I mean, at one point in time, you know, they had Kamara in the locker room. Like all these guys were there at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think they have that depth anymore.
No, not at all.
They got the number 2 running back in the nation. I hear you. Is their running back room full of number 1? Is their wide receiver room full of number 1? This Smith, Waddle, Julio. Are they filling their locker room with all those caliber guys every time? When they had their boy Sweet Feet on the D-line, like they don't have those guys anymore.
Mm-mm.
Are they a nice cohesive unit at the time right now? I think so. They got the number 1. I see you a fan. I see you a fan.
Yeah, he already said. He said, "Yes, I am." Bama got number 1 linebacker, number 1 safety, number 1 corner. They are purposely getting who they want.
See what he's saying right here? They just signed the number 2 wide receiver, Sadarian Morgan.
I don't think he understands what we're saying.
I don't think he does either.
Check it out, Dom. Yes, they are going to get the top recruits. What we're saying is the days of them having where they was getting the number 1, number 2, and number 3 running back in the country, that shit ain't happening no more. Yeah, you'll land a number 1, but 2, 3, and 4 are going down the street. Y'all gonna see them some bitches every Saturday or every other Saturday.
And that's what I'm saying. Like right now, okay, they got the Ryan Wilson cat at receiver, right? If we take this back 3 years ago, they have 4 Ryan Williams. They got 3 Ryan Williams and a crazy ass running back. That's what we mean. You know what I'm saying about they're not getting what they used to get. It's not as easy for them to get what they used to get. And hell, it ain't even a guarantee that the guys that they signed today will end up on campus in January.
Thank you. Because that shit don't happen. Those days of when you sign a letter of intent, man, that shit don't mean nothing until you get on campus. Because somebody
really don't even mean nothing, bro. There's so many guys that will go to Bama. There's so many guys that will go to LSU, Florida, that we never even see them in the uniform.
Nope.
By the time we see them pop up, they got on different colors.
2 or 3 times.
That's the day and age we live in. But hey, I like Bama. I'm not a Bama hater. I think the way people talk about Notre Dame, college football is better when Notre Dame is good. I feel that way about Alabama. The best years of college football, Alabama is at the top.
Yep. He said, a lot of names y'all calling out in the Saban era weren't all 5 stars or number 1s in their position. Saban was a master development coach. Here's the thing, bro.
I ain't going for that either, though. But go ahead.
Yeah, but Dom, I don't know if you played college football, but let me tell you something. That star shit don't mean nothing. It look good. It look good on paper. It's good for guys that have a sports podcast or you a sports commentator. It's good to talk about. But when you get on campus, them shits don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
You a 5, 4 star. That shit don't mean nothing.
I think when we say number 1, I think you think we mean number 1 recruit. I'm saying number 1. You can go to any school in the country and you are the number 1 guy. Any school in the country, you're the best receiver. Any school in the country you go to, you're the best QB. Any school in the country you go to, you're the best running back. That's what we mean by when we say number 1. So I'm not knocking Alabama. I'm just saying it's not a stacked squad like it used to be. You don't roll, even yourself as an Alabama fan, you don't roll into Saturdays like you used to 5 years ago.
Showed on. You can't. You can't.
You don't
If
even
you are,
make
you
the post
delusional.
you used to make before the games. I can guarantee you, I've never been to your social media, but I guarantee you, if I can go back 5 years, the post you made Saturday morning look a lot different than the ones you make today.
Because there was a point in time where you knew y'all was rolling in and gonna win. Now you roll into a game is shit.
It's little shaky. I remember right here on this, sitting in this seat, speaking on Alabama after week 2, being like, I don't know, man. Buddy might be on the hot seat after this season.
All I'm saying is Alabama signed only 20 players today on purpose, and of course not. Our greatest coach of all time retired. No, bro, check it out.
Why did he retire too, though?
He retired because he couldn't compete in his I'm not saying he couldn't compete.
He didn't think he could.
He didn't think he could compete in his landscape of college football. And that's, you got to sit there and get it from the man himself. But check this out. Y'all only signed 20 because it's early, and there's a whole lot of cats out there that's still waiting for offers to come in. They're not settling just yet. I promise you, some of the top guys ain't.
Jesse said, I already checked out his page. It don't go back that far.
Oh.
My B.
He says, so y'all speaking for Saban now? No,
he said it.
Yeah, I'm not
Alabama fan.
Yeah, I'm saying what he said in interviews. When he didn't come out and say, well, I don't think I retired because of the landscape of college football, but he was saying, I don't like how things are going. I don't like the direction college football is going in. I think it's time for me to step away. Not that he couldn't compete, not compete as far as going and and lining up on Saturday and winning. Not that kind of compete. What I'm talking about is it's hard to coach a kid when he can tell you, fuck you, I'm going down the street. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. As you say, I'm the number 1 running back in the country. You're not going to talk shit to me. I'm going down the street. I'm the number 1 quarterback in the country. I'm going down the street. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. Your ways of coaching does not fit the generation coming in today. It's hard to tell a kid who got $100,000, $500,000, hell, $1 million in his account. It's hard to tell him shit, especially when he got the leverage and he can up and leave your program and leave your program in shambles. It's real hard. So for a coach like Nick Saban and his coaching style, no, the NIL landscape does not fit his coaching style. Therefore, it's time for me to step back.
Hit him with that shit, man. But no, I love Nick Saban to death. I love Nick Saban. But I'm not telling you something he didn't already say. Right? It ain't got nothing to do with age. He could have coached at Alabama till he was 95 years old.
Shit, Joe Paul was damn near in his 90s when he was at Penn State.
Yeah, like nobody would have batted an eye to it, right? Like he's earned that right. I just think he saw the writing on the wall. My recruiting tactics, my way of coaching, it's kind of like Bill Belichick with the Patriots. Yep. My Patriot way doesn't fit in with this new landscape. If you, back in the day, you go to Alabama, you do what Nick Saban says, hell, you could be 3rd string. You're going to the NFL. Right? That's all that he had to worry about. Because you ain't getting no money now, at least legal money. So you go, if you stay the course, I'm going to get you your money.
Yep.
But now the cat's like, hey, I want it now, Nick. I want it now. What you going to do now?
Oh, JG Wentworth, baby. It's my money. I want it now. I want it now.
So I think that aged him out. Not anything that has to do with his age, but that aged him out. Like the game just changed on Nick Saban quickly, overnight, really. Right? So those days are over for them boys. It's over for anybody though. Nobody's rolling. I mean, a couple years there, A&M was rolling out the red carpet. Right?
Yep.
Texas goes to the SEC. They get better. Now you got to compete with that Texas money. That Matthew McConaughey, hey. You got to compete with that. You got to compete with that Matthew McConaughey. You know what I'm saying? You got to compete with them Lamborghinis on that sideline. Now you're competing with other things that have nothing to do with the game, right? Like they had the pancake deal for the old lineman. You an old lineman, you sign with Texas, you get $50K or whatever it was off the rip. Nick Saban come walking into your house, offering you 4 years into the future. I'm not trying to hear that no more.
No, mom and light bill need paid today, player.
Today. So the landscape just aged my boy out, man. And that's what we get when we start getting into the nitty-gritty of the Lane Kiffin. Them folks down there in Baton Rouge told him, hey, we're gonna give you $15 more million a year. Oh, that ain't enough to make you move. All right, well, we're gonna give you $23 million in NIL per year.
25,
my bad. And now we got it going on. What did he say right here? But would you guys agree that paying the number one QB $10 million is only the recipe for a disaster? Dudes going to teams for money, they may not even fit the scheme. A lot of these cats won't see the NFL.
I don't gotta see NFL if I got $10 million in college. I don't care.
That's true. It really doesn't matter to me if I go to the NFL now.
Yeah, and one, I see what you're saying, but it all depends on the kid and his goal. You got to think about it, Dom. I don't know how old you are, but if you like me, hell, you growing up, the goal was to get to the league because that's when you saw the bread.
Yeah.
Now, and there wasn't too many avenues to make a bunch of bread. Now these guys, now they can make money on their name, image, and likeness. Now they in commercials. You know what I'm saying? They got these brand deals, and not to mention now they got their streaming. They got the social media following now. Do I really need to go to the NFL? I mean, it'd be nice, and I'm sure the majority of players still want to get there, but there are a small percent of cats that's like, shit, I can make this money and get out and go do something else. Because if I'm making $10, $15 million in NIL, if I manage and budget it right, I never have to work again. Because you got to think about it. The average lifespan of an NFL player is 3 years. But also think about this. If you are a top quarterback at a big program, you might not fit the scheme. If y'all win some games, your ass going to the league. You going. It's just going to be by design. But no, hell, if a kid is worth $10 million, give it to him.
If you think a kid's worth $10 million, you have to give it to him. Because if you think he's worth $10 million, who else thinks he's worth $10 million?
Yep.
I don't think anybody's getting $10 million to the QBs right now. But hey, if anybody thinks if you think a kid's worth $10 million and you have it to spend it. Ryan Day, Ohio State, has showed you whatever you think the players are worth. If you give it to them, you will be successful.
$22 million roster, national championship.
And finna get another one. And you got your best receiver and your QB coming back again. Y'all think Michigan QB Bryce Underwood is worth $10 million? Is Bryce Underwood getting $10 million?
Hell no, because right now
the lead NIL is Arch, ain't it?
Is Arch Manning got like six or eight.
I don't think I just seen Bryce Underwood get thumped on. But it is by Ohio State now. But I don't think he's worth $10 million. I don't think anybody's worth $10 million. Not right now.
I do. I might be worth $10 million to your program.
I don't think anybody. I haven't seen a college player this season worth $10 million.
Oh no! Like if you asking me, no, he ain't worth $10 million. But he might be worth $10 million to Michigan.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, yeah.
He can play for me. Hey, player, you might be worth a couple $100,000. But I also got 2 or 3 in the stable that I know can go. But if
Michigan might drop the bag on Bryce because there's already rumbles of him leaving campus.
Yeah.
But you be a fool to drop the bag on him. Go to Bryce and say, look, we're giving you the little 2, 3, 4, whatever it is right now. we're gonna take this 10 that you because I don't know where this 10 number coming from. I'm guessing it might be out there somewhere and I've missed it. But the 10 you want, we're gonna take this 10 and bring you in 2 receivers. We're gonna take this 10 and bring you in 2 receivers and a running back. We're gonna take this 10 and bring you in 2 receivers, a running back, and 3 linebackers.
Yep.
A lockdown corner. Like we gotta stop forgetting that conversation is still able to be had.
Yeah.
It's not just straight money talk. So you can take that 10, bust it down. Oh, yeah, on top of your 4 you getting, we also got the team collective. So you're gonna get a little piece of that. Like we gonna get you paid. Hell, you in Michigan, where the car lot. I need it.
God,
I need it.
God, right down the street.
Whatever he trying to drive, I need it. Wherever he trying to live, I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other ways to keep the kid around than just giving them a crazy bag. Because you also don't want to be tied up with a crazy bag and he still bounce.
Yep.
Right? Like I think there's multiple ways. But with the Bryce Underwood cat, because I was watching that Ohio State Michigan game and they were talking about, well, we wonder if we're gonna even see him in the blue and gold next year, or whatever they were saying. If that's what you think, make the deal right. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's what you think, make the deal right. Like, bro, we bringing in this guy. We're gonna be national championship contenders next year, and you're gonna get paid. And I think you get a kid to stay like that. A&M, to me, A&M right now is doing it right with the recruiting. I done seen some of the cats that they recruiting live in action.
Yeah, oh yeah. The running back they just signed from Carthage. I didn't watch him play the last 4 years. and the boy is the truth. The boy is the truth.
I think they might have a little, you know what I'm saying? They might have some shit cooking right now. But I still think in my heart of hearts, the way to get a kid to your program is winning. I still think that. Like we still haven't gotten away from the basics of the shit.
Yep.
Hunter Harrison says, like that kid from Carthage. Exactly. Hell, they got the DN from Carthage too.
And a cornerback. They got a corner too.
Yeah, do they still have Emmitt Smith's son? Yes.
Yes, because I remember I was watching the game and I was like, hey, he got to be like 26, 27 years old. I remember he signed with Stanford in what? 2020? And I looked it up, and then he had I'll say he got a medical red shirt, and then he got the COVID year. And if you got one of them COVID years, shit, you can play till you 28, 29 years old.
Hey, that's another way you get cats. Is Emmitt Smith's son a good running back? Yeah, sure. Is Emmitt Smith's son a way to get more recruits?
Hell yeah.
Well, we got Emmitt Smith's son. It don't matter what he do. Man, we got Emmitt Smith's son.
And
come on down.
And during your recruiting visit, Emmitt just might be in the house.
Come on, man.
He just might be in the house.
Let's be honest. You think Syracuse just signed a rapper? Syracuse just signed a fucking rapper to their team. Is he good at football? Maybe. Do he got fans? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I love this college landscape.
Man, bro, what?
Vandy just flipped Jerry Curtis from Georgia. What y'all think Chris Henry gonna do?
Chris Henry Jr. he's already going to Ohio State. He committed this morning.
Hey, the Georgia Vandy flip is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The Georgia Vandy flip is crazy. Because at the end of the day, I know Vandy been doing their thing for the past 2 years. I know they have. But that shit ain't going nowhere fast. I hate to say it, you're not gonna get because now you got this cat, he flipped over there, right?
Yeah.
What is making Vandy roll right now? Who is making Vandy roll right now? The past 2 years.
Oh, the quarterback.
The QB. Who's to say this cat gonna come in and be able to roll like him? Or make it roll like him?
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit has to come into play too. What's making your program run? Are you full of fifth years? Are you full of 5-year guys right now that everybody knows this college game so well that it's just working right now? Once those guys leave, you back to square one? Is the quarterback fucking phenom? Once he gone, the next guy's not going to. Colorado, perfect example. I know they haven't won shit, but Colorado, perfect example. You got Travis Hunter and Shador Sanders on your team. Put all these cats around them. Remove the two.
It's been the fucking shambles. But Dom, and you're right.
Two
Yeah,
top QBs.
yeah.
You bring in 2 top QBs. The cat leaving Liberty, everybody wanted them. Then you got the Juju cat coming out of high school. Everybody wanted them. Insert them into Colorado, and you get this season.
Yep. Oh, and yeah, Dom, you're right. Yeah, he has not. So he's committed to Ohio State, but he has not signed his letter of intent. If he's smart, he'd go there. I'm just like.
You think that he said Clark Lee system?
How long Clark Lee been there?
Bro, you have not turned your TV on one time and seen anybody say Clark Lee.
So let's see. Oh, Clark Lee has been at Vanderbilt since 2021. Vanderbilt has been relevant, 2 years?
It's the QB, bro. The QB is fucking great. Like, come on, man. I'm all for systems, right? I'm all for systems. I'm all for like coaches who have good systems and who, when you plug and play, it works out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for that. But you have to have, there has to be one cog in your machine that just outworks everything for your team to be successful in college football.
Yeah, Chris, I know. We ran that offense when I was at the Naval Academy. It's super hard to defend, but
everybody say that shit, but nobody who wins the national championship runs that shit.
Thank you. I was about to get there.
Everybody says that.
It's hard. Who runs it wins. It's hard to defend until they take your running game. Then you ain't got shit. You don't.
It's hard to defend until you come up against some cats that you can't fucking block.
Yes,
that you can't run past. Every coach that has made a scheme, it all works on paper. It all works on paper. But until you get the guy or the guys, it's just a scheme. It's just a scheme. It's plenty of coaches who've been great coaches. And we all said, damn, man, he's such a good coach. That scheme he got going over there, man, it's great. 5 years later, fired. Because cats stopped fitting in the scheme. So can Vandy beat any team in the country? They haven't beat every team they played.
Anybody can beat anybody on a Saturday, but look at Vandy's schedule. They didn't beat everybody they played. I mean, prime example. Georgia Tech runs the same, almost something similar to what Vandy run. Look how their season started and look how it ended. It worked until you come and get some people that, like Nick said, you can't block, you can't run past.
Every scheme works until you come up against somebody that all schemes work on paper is the truest thing I've ever heard. No doubt. No coach has ever written up a scheme and be like, oh, this shit ain't gonna work. We're gonna run it anyway.
It might not work.
No one's doing that. You have to have a guy or guys that are able to run your scheme. You might have to have that quarterback that's been in the system for 3 years, that he knows in and out like the back of his hand. You might have to have that running back that when he get the ball, it's 5, it's 7. He hard-nosed runner. He swift feet, whatever it is. You might have to have that receiver that if he gets one-on-one coverage, it's fucking tud. Now you have that. Hell yeah, your scheme look good.
Because now it opens up the defense. Now I can't target on one thing. I can't focus on the run. I can't focus on X wide receivers. You got multiple receivers. Then you got the tight end. Like, it opens up the defense, and now they can't cue on one thing. But I don't know. I mean, you let Vandy's done good the last 2 years, but I promise you the SEC gonna catch up to them because they're not going to continue to get the recruits that they got in, because a lot of them guys have been there, 3-4 years, and we still got the last of the COVID guys. We still got the last of what they call super seniors. These cats that's 25, 26 years old. You're gonna start seeing that shit run out, and that's why you look at all these teams like Tulane. What's another one? James Madison. All these schools that just these random schools that popped in the top 25. Look at their roster, man. These dudes is 24, 25 years old. She says, what do y'all think about Ohio State? Shit, we said it earlier. Hey, they got a $22 million roster. Hell yeah, they should be doing exactly what they're doing right now.
I love Ohio State. I love everything about Ohio State right now. First of all, they locked in the guy that they need, like I'm talking about right now. They locked in that guy. Jeremiah Smith is that guy. Every D coordinator, when they come into play Ohio State, my defensive scheme is centered around 4. Period. Then they bring in the Saiyan kid who knows how to run that offense the way it needs to be run. Now, that's your main frame. That's your main frame right there. Now we got to look on the other side. I got, what's Tate? I believe his last name, Tate.
Yep.
It can be a number 1. Like I was talking about Bama earlier. Tate, 17, can go be a number 1 at any other college in the country. So now what do you do when you come in to play them? What do you do?
You stuck like Chuck.
It's simple shit.
No, Tate is a receiver.
That's what I'm talking about on the other side. Tate. Jeremiah Smith on this side, Tate on this side.
Yeah.
It's not they don't have a crazy scheme at Ohio State.
Spread option.
But every Saturday, we're going to be better than you. I'll spend the money for every Saturday. I know I'm putting the best team out there on the field. LA Dodgers. Every night we line up and play baseball, we got the best. That's how New York Yankees back in the day. Alabama has 2 corners who will lock Jeremiah Smith up. Now you're just fanning. Bro. I love that you're a fan, bro. I love that you're a fan. And you're supposed to rock with your team. You're really a definition of a fan. You're supposed to rock with your team over whatever. I love that. But you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
Hell, Alabama ain't locked up everybody they played.
I guess them two corners couldn't lock up nobody at Florida State because they lost to Florida State this season. So I guess they
we had a field day on your ass. So and if you do lock Jeremiah Smith up, what you gonna do with Tate?
Yep.
Hell, I can't remember the running back name right now, but the running back ain't no slouch. FSU is the only narrative y'all can go to. Man, oh my God. Now I gotta pull out my phone. I didn't even want to go do all this shit.
So what we trying to look up now?
I want to look up what the receivers have done against Alabama in all their games.
All right. So we can't look up what you call it, Florida State, because he, what do you say from what you call it, Coming to America, talking about what you call it, John Lewis, Rocky Marciano whooped his ass. Rocky Marciano. Joe Lewis, 30 Lewis, 77 years old. All right, I'm just gonna go to let's look at South Carolina because they won that one 29-22. So let's see. That was all. Yeah, the quarterback had 222 yards passing. 18 for 32, one touchdown, one interception. But the receivers, the lead receiver had.
Well, shit, your D-line definitely ain't stopping nobody. Georgia ran for 12 carries, 119 on your ass.
I mean, I'm looking at the South Carolina game, and they had one receiver. He had one catch for 54 yards. Another cat had 4 catches for 47. Jaden Sellers had 3 catches for 38. Braden Hunt had 3 catches for 29. Davion Murphy had 3 catches for 20 yards. I mean, they had a bunch of receivers just catching, but I don't know if South Carolina got a top receiver. What team have they played that's had a top receiver that's been locked down?
None of the teams they play had a top receiver.
What happened to Oklahoma? Y'all lost Oklahoma. Hell,
they can't stop nobody from running the ball. Hell, damn near every running back got over 100 yards on their ass.
Josh Kuvas had 6 catches for 80 yards, 1 touchdown.
No receiver. I will give him this. No receiver has had a crazy game.
No.
But they've had almost every team has like 7 cats with 50 yards.
He says, why can't he hear us? We talking.
Who said they can't hear us?
Dom.
I don't know why you can't hear us. You need to listen, though. I don't know why you can't hear us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I'll give it to him. No receiver has had a crazy game, but I'm with Nick. Y'all's fucking running game is y'all running defense is god awful. So hell, why would anybody have to pass against y'all when they can run the ball? And you talk about shutting down Ohio State. Okay, cool. Y'all shut down Tate and y'all shut down Jeremiah Smith, but then the running back go nutty. Then what? That's the whole thing with Ohio State. Yeah, okay, cool. Y'all shut down 2 corners. Now we run the ball. Now we getting 10, 15 on your ass. Now you got to put somebody else in the box. So that's why I hate the swarm defense. It doesn't stop the run like they claim.
They ain't stopping the run like they claim. They ain't stopping the run because they don't have those guys no more. Like I was trying to tell this cat the whole podcast. There were years at Alabama where no matter who was in the game, it was on lock. You don't have that no more. It's not shitting on Alabama. It's just keeping it a buck. But to sit here and say that Alabama is going to lock down Jeremiah Smith is really insane. That's all I'm saying. It's really insane. But we might get a chance to see that.
I don't think we will.
We might get a chance to see that.
Because what's their route to the tournament? I mean, to the championship.
Shit, we can see it.
They got Oklahoma again.
We can see it. All they gotta do is beat Oklahoma, and we gonna see it.
Oh yeah.
Shit, all they gotta do is beat Oklahoma if they can, and we gonna see it. We gonna get it in prime time, and after that game, please come back.
No, because if Alabama wins, oh no, never mind. It doesn't work like that anymore. I'm saying if Alabama wins the national championship, I mean not national, but the SEC championship, wouldn't they get the Georgia spot? But as they said, the championship don't matter no more.
Well, yeah, it's not supposed to hurt you.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to hurt you. So the way it's set right now, it should be the way we roll into it. Should be.
But there's a potential chance that Alabama gets that bye for being conference champion, right?
I don't know if your conference championship game cannot hurt you, then the way the bracket is set right now,
it don't hurt your playoff. It don't hurt you getting kicked out the playoff. I think it can move you around the playoff because technically that spot that Georgia's in is reserved for the top team in the SEC. So if
but Alabama is not going. Yeah, I guess it would drop if they get beat by Alabama in the
it would. So
SEC, it'll drop.
So
Georgia, but is Georgia going to drop to 10? That's what I'm saying.
No, they wouldn't drop to 10, but they would probably drop to what? They would probably drop to at least 5.
And Alabama gonna go to 4?
And Alabama go to 3. Yeah,
why
Alabama.
The hell would they go to 3?
No, I mean no. Alabama would go to 4. Texas Tech would then go to 3. I think that's how it would work. I think that's how it would work.
So we won't see if that happens. We won't see Ohio State, Bama unless they make it
to the semifinals. They both make it. No, we'll see them in the semifinal. If Bama goes to 4, and then they got to play the winner of the Oregon and whoever wins that conference champ 12. I don't even know what position.
No, because of Georgia and Bama. Let's just say Georgia and Bama flip spot because that's essentially what it'll be.
Yeah.
Maybe not number wise, but place wise in the bracket. If it go the way you're talking about, Alabama and Georgia with flip spots, that will put Alabama with the bye, Georgia playing Oklahoma. Then that'll put them on 2 separate sides of the bracket.
That's right.
After that, because I have Georgia or I have Alabama sitting there with the bye, waiting on Ole Miss, and probably gonna be Tulane, waiting on the winner of that game, and then the winner of that game is gonna play the winner of Indiana and whoever wins out of Notre Dame, A&M, and so they'll go down, and Ohio State will go play the winner of the Oklahoma, Georgia, and if they win, they'll go play the winner of Tech and Oregon and the other conference championship, ACC conference championship.
Ty Sheldon said, let me speak.
It's SEC against the world. I'm Big Ten out. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I'm riding with Ohio State. So I'm Big Ten out. I'm riding with Ohio State till the wheels fall off.
Hey, Ty, hit that link. Hit that link if you try to come on here. Dom said,
let's talk about Ohio State plays weak ass teams all year with no real threat in the trenches. Hey, They won that whole last year.
They did.
Period. You got to knock out the champ. If you don't knock out the champ, they get to walk to that hoe, in my opinion.
Yep. And check it out, man. Like, I think this year we've probably witnessed the last of the big teams playing big teams early in the season. I think that shit gonna be over with because Texas just proved, like, look here, man, it don't even matter. It's all about your record now. Notre Dame just proved it's all about your record now. So we're gonna schedule we're gonna play our conference schedule, but outside of that, we playing cake ass games just to win because the committee rewards winning.
Hey, they started off the season with an SEC win for anybody who want to talk.
Who?
Ohio State.
Oh yeah, they did.
They started off the season with an SEC dub. Period. Oh shit.
What's good, my boy?
How y'all doing?
Good, man. What's good with you?
Oh, I'm just ready to talk about the college football playoff.
What you got for me?
All right, so I missed y'all's 1 through 9 rankings, but give me y'all's 9 through 12. I understand the Power 5 has to at least have their conference champion there, but what are we thinking Miami wise, Notre Dame wise? Personally, if Notre Dame doesn't join a conference, it's getting real old.
Yep.
But they have them at, what is that, 10? Or excuse me, I haven't seen the latest update.
Notre Dame's at 10 right now.
Yeah, Notre Dame's at 10, which they got them playing A&M at 7.
And my understanding is that the draft books have that as an even draw. Notre Dame's not that good. If they don't have an offensive line to block for Jeremiah Love, what are they going to do?
I'm against Notre Dame to the fullest. I don't care if they rolled out 20 first rounders. I'm against Notre Dame till the wheels fall off.
Join the
conference. You get in the conference and go through the gauntlet.
No, well, I'm a ride for the Catholics. But here's the thing. Until the committee or the preseason ranking system decides that they should be unranked and earn themselves in because they don't play in a real conference, we're going to have this conversation every single year at this time of the year.
Hey, that's the same thing. It's the same thing that Army and Air Force, Army and Navy used to have to do before they joined the conference.
Navy should have been ranked this year, but they weren't.
Well, they are. They finished the season ranked 23rd. But here's the thing: even the years I was there, we would finish sometimes 19th. I think the highest we finished was like 18th one year.
Sure.
As soon as the season was over, and they put out the preseason rankings for next year, we were unranked. We had to earn our way back up. If you are independent, I agree with you. You might finish the season out 15th. Cool. But next season, your ass is gonna be right back at unranked.
Hey, hold up, fellas. Pause in the action. Pause in the action.
All right.
Because I can't let this comment slide. Texas been carrying SEC shit since they got in there. So don't say a Big 12 dub. I ain't trying to hear that. Texas been tearing y'all ass up since they got in there.
I'm sorry. What is he referencing to?
Because I said that Ohio State started off the season with an SEC dub. He said that's a Big 12 dub, and it was 14-7.
Yeah, brother. Hey, let me talk to you for a second. Let me break it down from a fundamental standpoint. All right. Y'all rolled out there first season of the game. Arch Manning didn't know his way from east to west, left to right, north to south. All right. Y'all lost. What, 14-7? Was that 14-7? Y'all?
Yeah, 14-7.
I thought it was. I didn't know that was. I didn't think that was a score, but maybe it was
17-7. Whatever it may be, it was a pretty close game. What has Ohio State done? As a SEC homer, like as a SEC guy, what have they done? Beat the piss out of everybody that has come in front of them.
That's it.
What has Texas done? Lost to Florida. Who else they lose to?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, Georgia's fucking own them. If you can't play with Georgia, bro, you can't play with nobody in the SEC. I'm sorry. Georgia and Alabama have won 11 of the last 12 SEC championships. All right, because Georgia and Alabama are playing for that SEC championship. Today is Wednesday. They're playing for it on Saturday. All right, 11 of the last 12 SEC champions have been Alabama or Georgia. If you can't play with them, you can't play with anybody else in the SEC. I don't care what your fucking record is. You don't deserve to be in the. You don't deserve to be in the college football playoff. All right. I had to listen to a relative last week at Thanksgiving, who's a Houston guy. He tried to tell me, "Hey, Texas deserves to be in." Don't care. Don't care. Do not care. All right.
Hey, I will say this. I'm not a Texas fan. You see what's on the hat. But I am not a Texas fan, but I will say this. Texas did what could nobody else do this season.
Yep.
In the SEC.
That's beat A&M.
So
A&M played. A&M played the weakest.
It don't matter.
I am not trying to hear that. Anybody besides Alabama and Georgia, y'all try to say they shit was weak, but they in y'all conference that y'all look every year.
And running y'all shit. They running y'all shit.
It's a real shame that SMU lost to California last week.
It is a real shame. I ain't gonna lie. We started the show off with that. We ain't got to
My goodness, I was shivering in my timbers. I was shivering in my timbers when we lost him last week.
He said, "Last 12, you must don't know LSU."
All I'm saying is you ain't got to play Alabama or Georgia to run that hoe. Because really, what if they would have played them and beat them? We didn't see A&M beat
You know what's crazy, Nick? You know what's crazy?
What's up?
You're arguing for a conference that isn't going to be in the playoff whatsoever. Because when Duke beats Virginia this week, none of y'all are going to be in.
I'm not arguing for the ACC. I'm telling you that the SEC.
Time out. I think we all talking about some different shit.
Maybe so. I'm sorry.
I'm not arguing for the ACC. I'm not arguing for the ACC.
All right, hold on, Ty. So what we were arguing was, old buddy said that Ohio State's win against Texas shouldn't count as a SEC win. It's a Big 12 win. What Nick was saying is Texas has come into the Big 12 and has made a splash.
SEC.
This has come to the SEC and made a splash. A&M has come into the SEC and they've made a splash.
Y'all are talking to the wrong guy. I will never argue in the favor of A&M.
No,
I don't know if we can cuss on this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Faggots.
No, you can't say that.
Shit. My bad.
No, but
my bad, boy.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Fake agricultural farmers, you know.
but check it out though. Ohio State, they still won a SEC game, regardless of if they did or not. They beat a top-ranked SEC team.
It's just like getting credit for beating Mississippi State.
But what do rankings matter? They beat a top-ranked SEC team. What do preseason rankings matter?
No, listen to what we're saying.
Yeah, I hear you. Come on,
who
was the last one standing last year from y'all?
Yeah, but check it though. You could take, for example, Notre Dame.
Sure.
Notre Dame beat up on Arkansas, and that's how they got up. How they boosted them up in the rankings because they count Arkansas.
Oh, hold up now. That's
they were also Catholic.
Don't mention Arkansas too loud, my boy.
Listen what I'm saying. We
beat Louisville, 6th ranked team in the country at home tonight. Up?
Notre Dame beat Arkansas. That win is gonna boost them up because they beat a SEC team. The SEC is the conference to beat. If you're a team in the SEC, regardless if you were a Kentucky, if you were Mississippi State.
Mississippi State? Are you kidding me? Shout out to the Pirates. Shout out to Mike Leach.
If a team in another conference come in and beat one of those teams, they're gonna say we got an SEC win and they're gonna get boosted up in the rankings. That's just how it go. So absolutely. Ohio State, yes,
it means more.
Yeah, it means more. So Ohio State came in and beat Texas, who's a SEC team, in the beginning of the season. I don't give a shit what nobody say. They beat them.
Absolutely.
And Texas came in and knocked off top dog.
I just don't want to hear nothing about Texas beat A&M at the end of the year, and they deserve to be in. I had to listen to a relative Thanksgiving last week. Sorry,
but when you look at other people's resume, they do deserve to be in because look at it. How the hell did Notre?
I don't think they deserve to be in.
Listen,
the stain on their shirt too deep.
If you put Notre Dame in, and you put Notre Dame's schedule up against Texas's, you gotta
my goddamn nose. Anyways, go ahead.
You have an argument. I'm not saying you got to put them in, but you have an argument.
I don't think they should be in. The stain on their shirt
is Florida.
Deep. Exactly. The stain
Florida
on their shirt
is a 2-10 program, just like Arkansas.
Yes,
it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And if Arkansas rolls into one of these places and beats a team like that, they stain gonna be too deep. If Arkansas would have beat A&M, if Arkansas would have beat Texas, hell, they'd beat anybody they played in that.
All we would have needed. Hey, I'm sorry, Nick. Trevor's listening. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Hey, if Arkansas would have just had one more drive, we'd be the fucking 9-3. 9-3. I mean, we're the best 2-10 team in the fucking country.
Bro, I feel bad for Arkansas because y'all always right there.
If they had a 2-10 bowl, we'd beat the fuck out of whoever we play.
Trevor, yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm glad y'all heard that. But look, man, Texas does not deserve to be in. Here's why. Excuse me.
Because Arch Manning blows dick.
No, I won't say that. I won't say that because I think Arch Manning deserves enough credit that he played good enough this year that he has to stay another year. All right.
God.
I think that was already part of the plan.
I understand that was already part of the plan. But Texas doesn't deserve to be in, man. You know this.
I agree.
I say it's an argument for it, but I understand it.
I mean, there's a mathematical argument behind it. I mean, if the stars align, they might get in. But guess what? They're going to get blown the fuck out by USF.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Here's my thing, because I got this in the notes too.
Okay.
Why is it in the FCS? No, FBS, right?
No, FCS is UCF.
Mm-hmm.
It's P4, P5.
Okay, so why is that in? I'm just gonna say Big D1. Why is that in Big D1? Why are we staying with this? We can't get it right when it comes to a playoff system. But then you look at the lower division, the FBS. They put 24 teams in, and it works out perfectly. You have no one arguing, oh, well, we didn't get in. Our top 24 get in. And then they play that shit out. Let's cut out
Nick.
Yeah.
No, you can still get that. You can still get money because now what you do is you set these games up. Boom, you get your 24 teams, your 8 teams, your top 8 seeds get a bye week. Everybody else, and you make them all small bowl games leading up to the Major Four.
I don't even think you do the top 24. I think you do. I think you take that shit all the way back to high school. Everybody.
Here's the take that I would love to hear. Hold on, I'd love to hear this.
You take that shit back to high school. You split the conferences up, like all these big ass conferences you got. You split them hoes up into East, West, North, South. You take the top 2 out of each division. You go into the playoffs. And you play that shit out. That's how you find out who the best is in the country. All this ranking shit, putting this shit into a computer, because the computer is going to take a win against Arkansas and say, oh, this is the SEC opponent. They beat the dog shit out of them. All right, let's take them from 18 to fucking 10. The computer is going to tell you that. But we all know in real life, that don't mean a damn.
Let me ask you something, Nick.
What's up?
Indiana versus Georgia. Who wins?
Georgia.
Absolutely. Okay.
But not if I'm Indiana and I catch their ass in the 4th round. You see what I'm saying? That's how
No,
you
I
find
don't.
out
No,
who
I
the best
don't.
teams are.
No, I don't. I don't feel what you're saying.
What you?
Because guess what?
Hey,
They're going to dog
Indiana,
their
I
ass to
catch
death.
Georgia in the 4th round. You nicked up. I'm fresh.
Why would Indiana be fresh? They only get a bye to the second round.
I'm just saying, I'm just giving a scenario. Not saying that they are. That was what
Well,
happened.
sure, anybody against a 4th round freshed up person would struggle, but
That's what I'm saying. That's why Texas
Kirby
high school
Smart?
football is the number
Kirby
one football
Smart?
in the country.
Kirby Smart, you telling
No,
he ain't scheming against his ass under the Nick Saban coaching tree? Come on.
no,
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
What he's saying is you get a true champion when you do it that way because you make everybody's earning a fucking like.
All right, yeah, I
You
understand.
get
game
I
on top.
see.
Like, you got to run the gambit. You have to. That's
You
why
have to run it.
when you look at Texas high school football, don't nobody argue a champion because it's a gauntlet. You playing 6 games.
I see. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
basically like we taking the best of the best, and we're gonna have another half a season for you to show us who the best is.
I still think an SEC team would prevail.
They ain't prevailed last year. They not gonna prevail this year. We're gonna have a Big Ten champion
Lord.
2 years in a row.
Man.
So what we talking about? Yeah, the SEC talk. You were talking like you said earlier. We talking to the wrong one to be arguing for A&M. Hey, you talking to the wrong one to be arguing for the SEC.
I don't claim A&M. I don't claim nothing about them. I would rather them not be in my conference if I chose. Hey fellas, let me go ahead and get out in front of this. I used an unfortunate word in your live stream to describe them. They are false farmers. My bad. I apologize.
But didn't Arkansas used to be? Have they always been in the SEC, or when they in like the?
Arkansas has never been nothing. Trey, you don't want to go down this road.
No, I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you. Has Arkansas always been in the SEC?
I mean, maybe back when they was in the Southwest Conference.
Okay.
Southwest Conference. We used to have Arkansas, Texas, A&M, all these Texas teams. I mean, if you want to talk about a true realignment, because we've been doing these realignment talks the last few years, realignment would just have us grouped in with the Texas teams. Yeah. It'd be Baylor, it'd be Texas, it'd be SMU, it would be A&M. What'd this person say? Arkansas needs to stick to track and field. Hello, Reed Buck. Why don't you go call an in-sales person tomorrow? Anyways.
Oh yeah, shout out to Reed Buck for sitting those stars. I don't know what they for, but
I apologize for comment on that, fellas. But it would be Baylor, SMU, Arkansas, Texas, TCU, Oklahoma. There'd be things, when I still talk football with my grandfather, we have a lunch every Thursday at 1:00. And when he brings up the good old days, he doesn't bring up the days about Darren McFadden. He doesn't bring up the days about Matt Jones. He brings up Southwest Conference days.
Jerry Jones.
Exactly. Well, Jerry Jones did play in the Southwest Conference.
I'm just bullshitting with you.
But it'd be nice to have the feelings that my grandfather had about the Southwest Conference that I do about the current Southeastern Conference. Hey, Reed Buck, how you doing?
No, I just think I'm not saying realign the conferences as like
shout out Jason.
That's funny as hell. I'm not saying realign as in like go back to the Southwest Conference and nothing like that. I'm saying realign as in like you got the SEC. Mm-hmm. They had it like it used to be cut in half. Instead of cutting it in half, cut it in 4s. Right? Divisions. But so Arkansas gonna get the shit in the stick too, because they still gonna get looped in with A&M, Texas. So they still gonna be cooked.
So our conference games would be Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, and A&M. We go 0-4.
That's what I'm saying. So you ain't gonna get in, but that's the same as now. Hey, Ron Mallett was my favorite QB of all time. Shout out Ron Mallett, Texarkana native, baby.
Yeah, from the hometown.
Shout out.
All right, Ty, we got somebody else coming in. We got to kick you out, brother.
That's fine. I've been talking gibberish anyways. Hey, don't
We
believe in the don't believe in this Arkansas head coach. Later, brothers.
Later, bro.
We're gonna get to that.
Who we got coming up next here?
Chelsea.
What's up, guys?
How we doing tonight?
Oh, she got the Alabama stuff in the back.
But got the Texas hat on. What,
Hey,
you
hey.
confused right now.
No, I'm not. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan too. So
Yo, you living all wrong.
I
What you got for
yeah,
us?
my teams are all over the place. That's a story for a different time. You guys didn't have to kick off that other guy. I was liking what he was saying.
Oh, I don't know how you was liking that. But what you got for us tonight?
I don't know. Like, I just don't know how I feel about, like, I mean, you're talking about, like, riding with Ohio State, and it's like, I just don't see it. With their schedule, I don't, like, I'm hoping Indiana wins.
But it's not about just this season. They did it last year too, right? Ran the gauntlet in the playoffs, won it. They come back this season. They've yet to lose. So we're talking about a champion who has yet to be beaten this season. I don't care if they play. It's not like they're winning by 1 point versus the teams they're playing, right? Like, it's not like every week they're going to OT. Like, even with Texas, like, you know, they get taken to OT twice this year, right? It's not like that. Alabama struggled this year with a few teams. Like, it's not like that with Ohio State. They are literally beating the dog shit out of everybody they play against. So,
well, I mean, I have my own thoughts with that. I just think, like, with all the changes they made in college football, I think that was on purpose. I think that was intended to keep it from being another Georgia Alabama national championship.
But they didn't. No changes would stop that.
You don't think the NIL and the expansion, the transfer portal, you don't think all that helped?
I think that
Come on now, guys.
It should work in their
You don't
favor,
think
if
that?
anything, I feel like.
Yeah, it would work in their favor, but I don't think, like, if you'd have said something about, like, scheduling.
I mean, but how is it working in their favor if you're seeing people like Ohio State, Michigan? Don't even get me started on Michigan. But if you're seeing teams like that. Well, I mean, Michigan, when Harbaugh ended up winning the national championship, cheated his way up there. So
I think they beat Alabama on the way, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
yeah, okay, but that's what I'm saying is, how did they get there though? They cheated.
Blake Corum and fucking JJ McCarthy or whatever his name is.
Because they wasn't cheating when they played y'all, and they still got there.
No, they were cheating because they were already in trouble with other scandals.
Yeah, they had the whole scandal deal, but at the end of the day, you gotta get out there on the field and play.
I mean, I'm not saying all that, but
got you. But Alabama has just as much resource as everybody else to go out and get whoever they want to get.
I'm not contesting that thought
Same
at
thing
all.
Same thing with Georgia. They got a chance to go out and get whoever they want.
But it is a little bit funny how, like, it wasn't until they made all these changes that you see Alabama and Georgia.
We can't act like Ohio State wasn't kicking shit before NIL now.
Exactly, but I will say this. I got an answer for that. Before NIL and transfer portal.
Shout out to Dom for admitting that right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. So before NIL and before the transfer portal and all that, the reason why you say a team like Bama was so dominant is because once you signed, you were there. So we, just like we talked about earlier in the show, they had a locker room full of guys that could go anywhere in the country and be starters. Because at that time it was, I want to play for a national championship, and the best shot for me to play for a national championship is to go to Bama. Because that was the only thing on the table for me. Now you open up the transfer portal, you bring in NIL. Now, if I'm a third string at Bama and Ohio State come and say, hey man, you've been riding the bench at Ohio State. You've been riding the bench at Bama. How about you come up here come to Columbus and we'll get you, $10,000. He gone.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's how you're seeing these other teams be where they're at now.
I disagree with that. I can disagree with that completely because why did Clemson come out and win their couple and be in there beating Bama, beating everybody? This is pre-NIL.
Yeah, but Clemson, like okay. So you got to look at like Dabo. I mean, look at the type of coach they had.
They getting their shit kicked right now. So
now they are, yeah. But look at how Dabo is. Dabo, he was having issues with NIL, with transfer portal, and all that, and that kind of hurt him because he wasn't accepting that.
I agree with you there. NIL hurts teams like Clemson.
But I'm saying before that,
if we're like Alabama or Georgia, because you still, when you have a team like Alabama or Georgia, you still let's just say there's 100 players out there, right? There's 100 players out there. Alabama or Georgia, you're still the draw.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I still think Alabama and Georgia are still going to be top teams. But are you going to see them in a national championship like you used to? Probably not. Because of all the changes.
That just depends. That just depends on where they fall in the rankings. That's it.
That just depends on if they willing.
And that's part of the changes. That's part of the changes.
No, the rankings have always been the same.
The rankings have nothing to do with this. Hold on. The rankings have nothing to do with this, guys. The NIL transfer portal and that has nothing. The rankings have nothing to do with this. Georgia and Alabama are still a premier draw when you start putting up your colleges on your board or who you're going to choose to go to, right?
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay, so but if Ohio State comes through and they're willing to throw $3 million at a player, Alabama has the same $3 million to throw at that player. Plus, they're the draw. Now, with a team like Clemson, who's not the draw, and they don't have the $3 million to even throw, they get hurt by NIL. Alabama and Georgia should not get hurt by NIL if they're willing to play the game. Now, if they're not willing to play the game, I can't argue for you.
Yeah.
But if they're willing to play the NIL game, they are the draw. They already have an upper hand. So NIL and shit didn't hurt them.
I'm not saying that it hurt them. Yeah, I'm saying that it does change it though for them.
No, as far as having the players that they used to have on deck, yes, definitely. But as far as them playing in the national championship against each other, it don't affect that because that can very well happen. It just depends on where they fall in the ranking.
Right, it's less likely now. It is more less likely to happen now.
Not really. I mean, it could happen.
I mean, do you see it happening? See, that's what I was going to ask you. Okay, I don't know. I don't see it happening.
So check it out. It literally can happen this year.
Yeah, it could.
But I just don't understand how it could if.
I'm gonna tell you how. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how.
Okay.
So right now they have Alabama at 9. That's got to play Oklahoma. Alabama wins that game. They then go and play Ohio State. If they beat Ohio State, they'll play the winner out. And let's say Oregon beats Tulane, and then Oregon beats Texas Tech. Then you have Alabama versus Oregon in the semifinals. Alabama wins their national championship. Now you go to the other side of the bracket. You got Ole Miss and Miami. Ole Miss beats Miami. Georgia then beats Ole Miss. They're in the semifinals. A&M beats Notre Dame. Indiana beats A&M. Georgia beats Indiana. Now you have a Alabama-Georgia national championship. It can literally happen this year.
Bro,
you know what?
It really was only happening so much because there was 4 teams in that.
Yeah.
Now you got to run it and play it. That's why I think the more games we get in the playoffs, we get our actual real national champion. Who is actually better? Now that we starting to see who's actually better, you got to play a few games. They ain't making it. But Bama got bounced first round by Michigan.
Yeah.
So that really didn't even do nothing there. But yeah, I see what you're saying as far as like things being different now. Changes things for both programs. I do see your point on that. But in my opinion, if you're Alabama and Georgia, this should be your era. This
Yeah, and I'm not saying like it's
impossible.
impossible. Yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible for them. I still think they're, like I said, I still think they're going to be top contenders always. But it just goes back to things have changed.
Oh yeah,
things have changed.
The
I think it's changed in their favor,
changed.
low key.
Because think about this. You're Alabama. How many national championships has Alabama won in the last 10 years?
Oh, dang. I can't count them all.
That's crazy.
So the last one was 2021. That kind of hurts to say, to be honest with you. Then I think, did we win 2018? I don't know. You get mixed up between all the SEC championships and all the national championships.
All right, so let's just say this: they got 18 national championships as a whole. You got 18.
Did you look it up? Is that a fact?
I looked it up. So 18.
Okay, cool.
18 national championships. They let's say they won in 2020. They won in 17. They won in 15. They won in 12. They won in 11. They won in and then 09.
Bro, the last 10 years, Alabama won in 2015, 2017.
I thought it was 2015. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So they got
that COVID year messed me up. The COVID year. Wow.
Right, so you got three in the last 10 years. But let's just skip that. Let's say you got 18 national championships altogether, and you got the buzz of being Bama. I'm Bama. Now you throw NIL on top of that. Now, like Nick said, are you gonna play the game? Can you go out there and get your donors? And we all know how wild Alabama fan base is, to the point where they willing to sit some time behind Alabama.
Yeah,
sit some time behind Alabama. Shout out to my boy that poisoned the tumor trees. But if they want to play the game, you got to play the game. Everybody gave shit to Ohio State last year because they got a $22 million roster. That's what whoever they donors are said, we're willing to put this money up and we want a national championship. They got one. Now the game is, if you want this is what you got to go do. So if your program is not willing to do which goes along with the rules, if you're not willing to play the game, you cannot complain about it. It sucks, but that's the way things are now. So if Alabama,
I agreed with that.
If Alabama says, "Hey, we want a national championship, and we're willing to do like what LSU doing," LSU was giving Lane Kiffin $25 million a year stipend for NIL.
Money talks.
He can do a whole lot of stuff with $25 million. Now, will it work? We don't know, because we also seen where A&M had the number one recruiting class in the country like 4 years running and couldn't win shit. They actually ended up losing money. They had to give old buddy $78 million to get up out of Dodge.
Oh yeah, Jimbo. Are you talking about Jimbo?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just because you spend the money on the roster don't mean you're gonna get that championship, because Phil Knight gave Oregon a blank check and they ain't did shit yet. So
we're only 1 year from that. We're only 1 year from that, and they got a chance this year.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think that style of football is playoff football.
No, it's not.
But I think they got a chance. They still in the running. But this is my thing right here when I look at these last 10 years. And I see Alabama, Clemson, LSU was a one-off, Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State. When NIL comes around, say it again.
What year was it that Ohio State, I hate talking about this, but what year was it that we had Derrick Henry and Amari Cooper and we lost to Ohio State? Was that like 2014?
That might be 2014. That's when they had the three quarterback.
Ohio State had Ezekiel Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
They ran that ball all over us.
Yeah, and they had a third-string quarterback.
Listen, why'd you have to go throw that in there? Okay. I was doing fine on my own till you added that.
But I'm just with that last 10-year, that last 10-year run right there. When I'm looking at this list, it looks like Alabama and Georgia, like I was saying, they have the upper hand when we flip the script to NIL. You had the chance to be still the perennial program, the program that gets all the guys because you can pay for it. I don't know I don't see how the rules were changed to stop Georgia and Alabama from being the powerhouses they were. Because in my eyes, when the rule changed, all you did was give them another reason to get recruits.
Yeah, because think about this. Think if Nick Saban would have said, okay, this is the game now. I'm playing it. I'm willing to pay anybody to come to Alabama $2 million.
Well, I mean, they paid Bryce Young.
They did pay him. And I don't think Saban didn't want to pay him. I don't think he wanted to pay him, but you had to. But actually, and Bryce Young was more so that was from like Nike, else from other companies. I'm talking about having
mm-hmm.
I'm talking about having a team collective.
Yep.
Like Saban, I promise you, if Saban would have went to the donors and said, "Hey, look, I'll be my coaches that sit and talk, and this is what we need. We need, at the say NIL just started, we need $15 million a year to get these players in." He would have had no problem getting it. Now, you think Saban going to the number one running back in the country and saying, "Hey, son, you can come to Bama. We're gonna play for a national championship. I'm gonna get you to the league. Oh, and while you playing, here's $2 million." You don't think he'd have a hard time getting that kid? He's coming.
He got him.
Now, the real question is, he wouldn't be able to get multiples of that guy. He's not going to have 3 or 4 of those guys in the stable.
Bullshit.
You don't think so?
I think he could. Bro, I will sit on the bench for $3 million. I'll sit on the bench for $2 million. That's not the reason why guys are jumping ship. They're not jumping ship from $2 million to $2 million or $2 million to $3 million. They're not doing all that shit. They jumping ship from nothing to a bag, or from 100,000 to $2 million. Like, that's when you got the guys jumping ship. I think we got this false narrative or this false perspective of what NIL and the transfer portal has done to college football. Yeah, if you're not giving your guys anything, the team that's going to give them something is going to get them. Yeah. But if you're giving them something, especially a well amount, they're not going anywhere. Why didn't Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State? I know you probably don't want to keep talking about Ohio State, but Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State could will and deal any deal he wanted to in the country. There's not a team in the country that's not willing to pay him $1 million over what Ohio State is paying him. Not one team.
True.
He's just not going anywhere because we're winning, and I'm getting $4 million.
And I'm getting paid.
Like it's a hand-to-hand type of situation. If Alabama goes out and whoever the number one quarterback is in the country right now, if they go out and say, "Hey, we got $5 million for you," he's coming to Alabama.
Straight up.
If they go out to the number one receiver, which is Jeremiah Smith, in my opinion, and say, "Hey, they're gonna have to give 10 for him to leave Ohio State anyway." He coming. If they want the saying kid out of Ohio State to be the quarterback next year, and they got 10 mil waiting on him, he coming. Like that's not the loyalty aspect of the shit is out the window.
Yes.
The loyalty.
Oh, I agree 100%. Yeah, I've been saying that.
So Alabama has the chance to run the table how they want to run the table. They don't want to play the game like that. They want to win it the way they win it. We get good players, we develop good players, and we win championships. They're still stuck. Whatever team, you look at Texas Tech. Texas Tech is the prime example. Oh, Ohio State spending 22? Yeah, we finna spend 22.
And they got the oil money.
They
got oil money.
And we're going to build a roster that's now we number 5 in the country. Wasn't nobody checking for Texas Tech.
No. Hey, look what O'Donnell
get their bag, and they got them. So if Texas Tech can do it, Alabama can do it. Georgia can do it. Tennessee can do it. Hell, anybody can do it. So I just think we can't push the narrative that college football changed the rules to stop Alabama and Georgia from playing for titles.
No. Like I'm not saying that. Like it's like I said before. I still think they're top contenders. I mean, I still think they're gonna do well. All of that. I just think it does. They have created more of a challenge, obviously.
Oh yeah, you got to be a damn good salesman, and you got to have that bag behind you. You just got to look what Dom said. He said that's facts. Alabama just lost 2 3-star receivers to Vandy and Auburn today because they weren't paid the first year.
Yeah, and see, my concern right now is that they've been talking a lot of talk right now about Ryan Williams and his performance, and I'm like, is he going to go somewhere else?
I think he dropped his stock a little bit this season, man. I don't know. I think last year, if he was going to leave, I think he was going to leave between last year and this season. I think he's stuck in that hole now.
We'll see. I don't know.
Unless he's come out and have a breakout
playoff run. I mean, we just seen the drop balls and all that type of shit from him this season, but we didn't see that last year. So I think he might have hurt his stock a little bit, but I don't know, man. I think the way the landscape is right now is just like baseball. It's just like basketball. I'm talking professional wise. Whoever is willing to spend the bag to stack that team is going to win it.
100%. Agreed with that.
I just think
Ohio State, like, they did pay, but I don't want to see Ohio State win.
They winning it again this year. I hate to break that to everybody who got
everybody
who had the team in it. I don't have a team in it no more. We killed our chances last week. So I'm everybody who had the team in it. I hate to say it to you, but I think I just don't see Ohio State dropping that shit.
I mean,
this is not.
Let's just look at. I'm gonna look at the 2024 Ohio State, like they schedule. Now I would
2024. Okay, you're gonna go into the schedule. See, that's my issue. Is the schedule? It's who have they played? That's good.
But
that's a challenge.
Hold on. But check it though. Check it. Okay, they played last year. I would say this schedule last year was weaker than this year's schedule, but they played Akron, beat them. Western Michigan, beat them. Marshall,
read the scores too. Don't just say beat them.
They beat Akron.
But look at who they played.
Oh, listen. Treat them like they are though.
Listen, they beat Akron 52-6. Beat Western Michigan 56-0. Marshall 49-14. Michigan State 38-7. Iowa State 35-7. Lost to Oregon 32-31. Nebraska 21-17. Penn State 20-13. Purdue 45-0. Northwestern 31-7. Indiana 38-15. Lost to Michigan 13-10
in a
rivalry game. Then they get into the playoff.
Look at these scores in the playoff.
Beat Tennessee 42-17.
SEC.
Beat Oregon, who beat them earlier in the season, beat them 41-21. Beat Texas 28-14. Beat Notre Dame 34-23. And they played a weaker preseason schedule. Switch that joker, and then you go to 2025.
This is the one I have an issue with.
2025, beat Texas 14-7. Beat Grambling 70-0. Beat Ohio 37-19. Beat Washington 24-26. Beat Minnesota
24-6.
Oh, 24-6. Beat Minnesota 42-3. Illinois 34-16. Wisconsin 34-0. Penn State 38-14. Purdue 34-10. UCLA 48-10. Rutgers 42-9. Michigan 27-9. And then they got to play Indiana next week for the next week or this weekend. This weekend for the Big Ten championship.
I hope they don't go undefeated.
And they gonna beat their ass.
I don't know. You think so?
Do I think so? Yes, I do think so. Because it's not like other teams we've seen. Because we can go back and look at some of them Alabama championships. We can go back and look at some of them Georgia championships, Clemson championships. All of them are going to have games that shouldn't have been close, that a team took them to the wire. A team had them down to the second half and they came back and won it. A team that they shouldn't be even in competition with. that they played close with. I don't know how many years Alabama played one of these one-off schools, a paid game, and everybody was like, oh, shit, and they had to come back and win it, 21-14, some shit like that.
Here lately, yeah.
No, I'll talk about when it was winning national
championship runs. Championship runs.
Well,
Ohio State, we can talk about their schedule all day, and I love to talk about team schedules when it comes to who's good and who's not, because obviously everybody doesn't get to play each other. So we have to revert to something to look at. I'm fine with you playing a weak schedule if you blowing the doors off of everybody you play.
Yep.
Here's my thing.
Go ahead.
Here's my thing with that. And this is something like I've heard plenty of coaches talk about. When you have a schedule like that does not challenge you, the issue then becomes you get to a really difficult team that you underestimate, and this could be Indiana or it could be in a national championship game, and you end up losing when it really matters. And that's your one loss. That's your one loss that you take.
That's on the coach.
Because sometimes it's the players. Like you can't just all blame it on the coach.
No, I mean setting that schedule like that. That's on the coach, because it's like this. If I know that my team can cut it on and cut it off, they know when it's serious, and then when we can go out there and kind of play around and still win.
But Ohio State is showing us that they don't have an off.
They gonna run it up on you. What I mean is, it don't matter who we play. We finna beat the shit out of you. I don't care. So if I know the landscape and how the playoff committee sets this shit, I just gotta win games. I just need to win. I don't care how I get there. I just need to win, because no matter who you line up against us, we gonna run it. I don't care, because as a coach, I've got my players mentally ready for that. That every game we play is a game to get us to the national championship. So when we play at Akron, we got to put up 50, because if we don't, we might drop in the rankings. If we play Michigan, we got to put up 50. It don't matter who we play, we're going to score as many as we can, because at the end of the day, that's who we are. So it don't matter who you line up against us. I don't care if we play Akron. I don't care if we play Alabama. We're going to put up whatever we can on you. We're going to win. And that's
one good point.
And that's betting on your team. That's betting on yourself.
One good point that I think you had earlier, Nick, was when you said, look at how they're beating them. It's the score. Like, they're treating them like, what they're worth.
Yeah, they're treating them like they're worth. They're treating them like they're shitty. We're superior. And like he said, Dom saying right now, the problem is when you blow all the weak teams out of the water, you can rest all your best guys early. Fresh legs all season for postseason. No gauntlet, no real competition in season. They blowing their ass out. So they using them legs. It ain't like I don't even know how to even compare it to something. All I know is go back and do your research on championship teams. Find a championship team that's 21 31 and 40 piecing all the way down their schedule. All the way down their schedule. Even when they FCS games. Find a team that's doing that. You're not going to find many.
I've got a question. When was the last undefeated team who won a national championship?
Ooh-wee.
Let's
see.
Because if Ohio State does it, I'm just curious who was the last one.
In 2023, Michigan Wolverines.
Man, the ones that cheated their way all the way.
Oh, shit. Georgia in 2022 and LSU in 2019.
Yep.
Crazy. Okay.
So you've had undefeated national champions. But I just think if Ryan Day knows that he has built a team that is ready for whatever you're talking about. If we got a 14-7 you, we're going 14-7 you. If you can hold us to 14, we're going to hold you to 7. Even if you look at the points they letting up. 9, 14. They not letting up 30 points. They not letting up 20 points. They only giving up 9, 6, 3. They giving up little ass points.
Yeah.
They are beating the shit, literally beating the shit out of everybody that lines up in front of them, regardless of what your name is.
So, hey, so we were talking about the score. So we look at LSU in 2019. So LSU played Georgia Southern. They beat them 55-3. Played Texas, beat them 45-38. Played Northwestern State 65-14. Played Vanderbilt 66-38. Utah 42-6. Florida, who was ranked number 7, 42-28. Mississippi State 36-13. Alabama, but Auburn, who was ranked 9th, they beat them 23-20. Alabama, who was ranked 3rd, beat them 46-41. Ole Miss.
Yeah, I really don't like that one.
Yep. Ole
That's
Miss.
2 close games.
Yep. Ole Miss 58-37. Arkansas 56-20. A&M 50-7. And then they played Georgia, beat them, and Georgia was 4th in the country, beat them 37-10. Then they got into the playoff. They beat Oklahoma 60, and Oklahoma was 4th ranked, beat them 63-28. Played Clemson, beat them 42-25. So when you got teams like that, it don't matter who you play.
And what did they say about the LSU team? I'm glad you brought that up. What did they say about the LSU team?
Greatest team ever played.
Really? They said that about Joe? Was that when Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase?
Joe Shiesty. That's where it started.
Wait, who else? Jefferson, Justin Jefferson wasn't
Jamar
on that
Chase.
team too. Yeah, I said Jamar Chase. Yeah,
They
that was a good team. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good team.
But why can't Ohio State get that glory? Is what I'm saying.
Because it's
They're
Ohio
gonna
State.
do this shit 2 years in a row.
Who cares? It's Ohio State.
They can't get that. I don't understand that. I'm not riding with the SEC bullshit. I can't.
Oh man, I am.
I can't do it.
Like you say, I'll ride that till the wheels fall off.
Ohio State is showing us right now, literally, for 2 years running, that they have been the best team in the land.
Yep.
Because you put Tennessee in front of me in the playoff after we played this weak schedule, and we blew their doors off.
Wait, was that this season or
That was last season.
That was last
Okay,
season.
so we're not going to talk about last season. We're talking about this season.
In the playoffs, when the playoffs got here. Bro, you can't compare conferences. We have more teams who are contenders and highly ranked each season throughout the years. This is an unfair competition or comparison. But what I'm telling you is Tennessee, who was a team that was disrupting shit in the SEC last season. Correct? Am I wrong or am I right on that?
They was.
Tennessee was disrupting shit, breaking hearts in the SEC last season. This Ohio State team, who hadn't played nobody yet, walked in there and blew their doors off. Texas, who was working shit in the SEC. Oh, I was at that game.
Blew their doors off.
Blew their doors off.
Oregon, who was ranked number 1 in the country.
And who beat them earlier in the season in that weak schedule.
And beat them by 20.
Blew their doors off.
They lost to Oregon earlier that year by 1 point. It was 32-31. And then you play them again, you beat them by 20?
If Ohio State was sitting here 21-14, 7-3, 9-6, all the way down their schedule, because I agree with y'all that their schedule it don't look as good as a SEC conference schedule. It doesn't look as good. We are arguing Ohio State last season, though. That team was much better than this Ohio State team. I can't tell. I can't tell. Where were they better last season? The QB, Bryce Howard, or whatever his name is, Will Howard, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Not as good as this cat right now. The Julian Sayin kid or whatever. That's really your only switch up for real. Quinshon Judkins, he probably is better than their running back, but shit, the running back now he's still toting. Like they're not better. I don't see where they're better. I don't see where they're better. This team's undefeated. That team lost 2 games.
Yep.
I don't see where they're better. I don't know.
Here's my unpopular opinion.
Ohio State right now, to me, is by far, the best team in the country.
I don't know.
Who can you argue? Who's better?
Because no one has the record they got.
Or the points. Or points against.
Honestly, I was saying Texas A&M for a while.
And they just got dubbed by a team that Ohio State beat.
I said I was. Past tense.
And I don't even really agree too much with you beat them or you lost to them and we beat them. I don't really get into all that because
I don't either. I literally had an argument earlier with somebody over that.
Yeah, I don't think that really matters.
They kept bringing up the dang FSU loss, and I'm like, would you let that go? That was early on in the schedule. I was like, if you're going to focus on a loss, at least pick the Oklahoma loss, because I think that one was the worst.
You got to pick all your losses because.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like the first one of the season, like really, come on now.
That's when you're your freshest.
I don't know about that. Like your team's still figuring out things. You're learning, and you see teams take a loss early. Like I mean, this has happened with Bama before. We've seen it before, where Bama has taken a loss early, and then they come out and win a national championship.
But good Bama teams, and just good teams in general find a way to win those type of games.
Exactly.
Ohio State. They only chance to lose this season, in my eyes, was that very first game against Texas. Every other game been a blowout. So that very first game against Texas, if Ohio State was a so-so team, like they weren't as good as everybody thinks, or not everybody, I guess, but if they weren't as good as I think they are, they find a way to lose that Texas game.
Yeah, I'm
found a way to win it.
Ohio State's not good. I'm just saying
they're the best team in the country.
Listen, I ain't saying that now. I don't care if they put them at number one. I don't care about all that. Okay, I ain't saying all that.
The numbers say different.
Everything says different. Everything says different except bias and haterism. Drink Propel, not haterade. Drink Propel.
Wait, what'd you say? Drink what? Propel,
Drink
not
Propel.
Haterade.
Not haterade.
Man, I do like me some Propel. That's like my favorite. If I had to pick one, I'm not picking Gatorade. Too salty for me.
Ohio State has done nothing but show us that they're the best team in the country this whole season. And for that, I got to ride with them.
I don't know.
They haven't showed us anything else. I mean, I love to see a team come in, handle their business. I hate an underdog story, first of all. Let's get that out there.
Yeah.
So I love for a team to come in and handle their shit. I don't want to see no underdog. I don't want to see no little Timmy who could. I don't want to see none of that shit.
Man, what you saying? Like, come on.
Hey, if you watch our show during during March Madness, bro, I can't stand when the underdog win, he get the win and he get that 2-3 games and he get deep in the tournament, and then they come against a Florida or a Kentucky or a Duke and they get 80 put on their ass. I love that shit.
Yeah, I remember you guys talking about this before. Like I think about like the time, Georgia with Stetson Bennett, like,
it's not an underdog. It's not an underdog.
No, they were considered an underdog, but like nobody expected Stetson Bennett to do what he did. Guess
what? You could take Stetson Bennett out and put my ass at quarterback at Georgia that year, and I would have went out there and threw. So if all I had to do was get it to the cat and they do the rest, I'm good.
Look.
And where's Stetson Bennett at now?
Ohio State is doing what every little Timmy need to learn. You out here with the big dogs now. Yeah, Grambling, y'all want to put us on the schedule? Think y'all finna get some Marshall shit or some Appalachian State shit? 70 on your ass. Texas, hey, you lucky you stayed around. 14-7, cool. Oregon, I want you. Penn State, I want you leaving this game knowing that damn they was better than us.
Yep.
I'm telling you, y'all, I'm gonna be petty. I was kind of petty last year too. I can't even remember who won the national championship last season.
Oh, you know who won the national championship last season?
Who won it last year?
Michigan.
Ohio State.
Yeah. Okay. I'm playing. Okay. But anyways, I didn't even watch it because it's like, to me, the national championship now, to me, is watching the SEC championship.
But it wasn't.
It was not one.
SEC.
It was the Big Ten championship.
Mm.
It was the Big Ten.
I think the better teams are the SEC teams. I mean, I'm riding the SEC train all the way.
Ohio State has a national championship under their belt right now with nothing but SEC heads under that hoe.
That's true.
One. I can name one.
Two.
Who was the other?
Really, all the championships
Tennessee?
Ohio State's won in the past 5, and they last 3 times they won a national championship. They got SEC heads on the fucking sword.
I only know Tennessee last season.
In Texas.
And Texas.
Oh, they played Texas? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I forgot
Before
about
that. When they won it, they played your school.
Listen, we're not talking about that now.
Beat their ass in the ground.
We're
They
not talking
ain't
about that.
playing with that. Ohio State is the Big Ten's RPG, the Big Ten sniper. If we come up against the SEC school, we gonna show y'all where the real football played at. We can't speak for all the rest of the cats in our conference, but when we come against y'all, we finna show you something, and that's why I love them.
Nah.
That's why I love them to death. Shout out Ryan Day, Coach of the Year. Yes.
How do you guys? I don't get it. I don't get how you guys like Ohio State so much being in the South.
I'm a pony, so all that other shit don't matter to me. Most of the time, we ain't even in it. You know what I'm saying? So none of that matters.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You have to respect good football. I've always lived by that.
Oh yeah, I definitely even
you gotta respect it.
Like even when I couldn't stand the Patriots, I always still respected Tom Brady.
You gotta respect the whole organization because they were thumping.
Thumping
whoever your team is, they thumping their ass.
Yeah, and that's why when I said when Alabama played Ohio State in the national championship, that's why I mentioned Ezekiel Elliott, because he ran the ball all over us. And then you had to throw in the little dig about the third string quarterback. Or was it the second string? I can't remember.
So right now, Ohio State is 8-7-1 against SEC all time.
Wait, say that again.
I know that shit going back far.
Yeah, it's going back. It's going back far. They're 8-7-1.
For Alabama and what?
No, just the fact that just Ohio State, when they play SEC opponents, they're 8-7-1. So they've won more times against SEC opponents than they've lost. I mean, it's only one game, but still 8-7-1.
But isn't there a lot to do with that? I do know that a lot of the different conferences at the time, because you had USC, all those winning big before you had the SEC teams.
Yeah, you had the BCS, and with the BCS, it was not in the favor of the SEC because of that's what that whole we just beat each other up. So you would have the BCS. When you had the BCS, you'd have 5 or 6 SEC teams in there, but they all got to play each other during the year. So with BCS, if you lost, your ass dropped dramatically. It wasn't you sitting at 2 and you lost and you go to 5 or 6. You'd go down to 15. The BCS did not favor losses very well. They didn't give a shit who you played. So yeah, you had USC and Texas and Penn State and Notre Dame. Them teams kind of ran the and Florida State, Miami, Oklahoma. Those teams ran the BCS because it was all computer generated.
I had someone say earlier, bring back the BCS. What are you smoking? What are you smoking? Heck no.
Too much crime going on to ever bring the BCS back.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what in your right mind would make you want to say that? And
in the BCS, you always end up having co-champions. And so you would have someone play the national championship game, and then you have somebody playing Sugar Bowl or some shit. They win. Another team wins. The team that was supposed to win the championship ended up losing. The BCS will have them both ranked at 1, so they got to share the national championship.
Yeah, if you're going to bring back the BCS, hell, you might as well bring it back to where you don't even play a national championship game. We just play your season and let us tell you who won.
Yep.
Exactly.
But no, I just don't see Ohio State getting beat. I don't
Oh,
see
we'll
Ohio
see.
State getting beaten this shit. Them boys running shit.
I'll be back here in the chat whenever if either way I'm gonna be back. But
Bet.
yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna
we
hop off
appreciate
here,
you.
let you guys get into Lane Kiffin.
Shout out Lane Kiffin. Yeah, we ain't even talked about Lane yet. But no,
we had a
shout
whole
out.
short notes and didn't even get into
Hey, appreciate
Yeah,
you for
make it
hopping
quick.
in there tonight.
All right, bye.
Peace.
But yeah, man, hey. Shout out to Ty and shout out to Chelsea, man, for hopping in tonight, giving their 2 cents. So that's what we love over here on the Read Talk and Listen podcast, man. It's our show, but y'all can come in here and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about.
I think you won Dom over.
Yeah, I think we won Dom over too, man. Shout out to the truck drivers all around America, man. My boy Dom said he a truck driver.
For sure. But he listening.
But before we wrap this thing up, man, we obviously got to talk about Lane Kiffin, man. And I always say, and you always say this too, take it to your real job.
Yeah.
Take it to the job you have right now. Whatever your occupation may be. If a company from down the street comes to you and tells you, which we talking in the millions with college coaches, but let's just say for you, let's say you make $100 grand. And the company down the street coming to you and say, hey man, we got 140 grand a year for you. We're going to give you a company Escalade and we're going to pay for your housing. You and your family, y'all ain't got to worry about no mortgage, none of that shit. All you just come on down. And you can bring whoever you want with you. You're going.
You're gone.
You're going.
You could have been at that company for 15, 20 years. That I'm gonna be loyal. And you're gonna get home and get divorced. You turned out what? They was gonna pay for what? Our housing and get a car, and you can be making $40,000 more a year. I don't see what we're talking about. Well, honey, I want to be loyal to the company. Loyal. The minute you get some paperwork wrong, they're gonna fire you. They fire you. They won't be loyal to you.
And I don't want.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of the word loyalty, why is there not an uproar when these coaches get fired?
Yeah.
We talking about 2-year coaches, 3-year coaches. I ain't even talking about no long stint. 2-year coach, 3-year coach. Boy done built his family around wherever y'all at. Penn State, Ole Miss, LSU, Florida State, wherever the city is. Move my wife and kids down there. My kids go to school in this community now. Hell, some of them go to the college.
Yep.
They lose 2-3 games. Get them out of here. And everybody cheering that shit. Hell yeah. We got to get somebody in who can win. Ain't nobody saying, damn, y'all not going to show him a little loyalty?
Yeah, he moved his family here.
No one's saying that. But the second a coach takes a new job to better his career in life, God forbid.
They call him a hoe. They call him the SEC hoe, bro. Bro, as long as you guys have watched ESPN, you have never heard them use that term. And they was like, you know what? Hey, man, he's an SEC hoe. He's bounced around the SEC. A lot of coaches do. I'm going to get the best deal. Who's giving me the best deal? Hey.
Who's giving me the best deal, and also who's giving me the best chance to fucking do what everybody's trying to do out here, and that's win a natty.
I'm telling you now, I will not be surprised that by the end of we're gonna find out January 2nd. All these players, by the way, and it's really pissing me off. All these players from Ole Miss hopping on TikTok and shit saying, oh, this is how the coaches meeting really went and all this shit. Come January 2nd, keep the same energy. Don't hop in that portal. But watch how many players are going to hop in there. You know who ain't saying nothing, don't you?
Who?
The quarterback for Ole Miss, he ain't saying shit because he know, shit, when that portal open up, I'm gone.
Should win.
I'm gone. Because, hey, they saying that, that they're getting upset with Lane Kiffin because everywhere he goes has been a bad breakup. It's always gonna be a bad breakup when you leave one company and go to the next. You leave one team and go to the next. It's gonna be a bad breakup. But if he was saying, "Hey, look, I wanted to coach in the playoff game. They told me I can't, so I'm leaving. So cool, y'all gonna do me like that. I got y'all here, and y'all gonna do me like that. So by the way, hey, assistant coaches, if y'all plan on coming to Baton Rouge, you better have your ass down there in the next 24 hours. Otherwise, don't come knocking because you're not gonna have a job. And if you an assistant coach in Ole Miss, you are a dummy if you don't go because you don't even know if the new guy they bring in gonna keep your ass. We're gonna be loyal to the program. Okay, cool, be loyal. But as soon as they hire some other cat come in, the cats that he loyal to, he finna bring them in, and your ass is gonna be looking for a job. And guess where you ain't gonna go? Baton Rouge. You're not gonna be down there in the bayou. That's for damn show.
No, I mean that's square business. That's square business. And that's another thing too. With the Lane Kiffin situation. If Lane Kiffin would have came out and been like, oh shit, I got this job offer, I'm out the door, holler at your player, I could even see some of the outrage then, right? That's not what happened. First of all, the media really some hoes for putting his business out there in the street before he would, you know what I'm saying, before he made any type of announcement, anything like that. They put his business out there in the street. So now it's out here. So they hired immediately, though. Now that his business is out there in the street, okay, now we got to talk about it. Now I got to talk about it with these folks over here at Ole Miss. Hey, this is what they're offering me. I'm leaning towards taking it. Ole Miss had every chance in the book right then to say, okay, Lane, hold on, give us a week. Don't make no swift decisions. Give us a week. Let us go talk to our donors and see what type of time they're on. Can we get $23-25 million a year in NIL? Can we boost his pay? We might not can boost it to the 15 extra a year, but we might can get you 7 extra a year.
Yep.
You can Ole Miss had a chance to keep Kiffin too. So we can't say that Lane Kiffin is the only one disloyal in this deal. Right? Then, speaking on Kiffin's loyalty, I want to coach this team till the end of the season, whether that's the first round of the playoffs or the national championship. I want to coach this team. That's loyalty right there.
Yep. And the AD was acting like a bitter woman and said, oh, no, you're going to go. Gone.
So if Ole Miss, y'all get bounced in the first round, it's really on y'all. Not saying that Lane Kiffin was going to win it for you, but all you know is Kiffin right now. As far as this team.
Yo, defensive coordinator is your head coach now.
Which he's had head coaching experience before. So we can't, he ain't just no guy
not been too good.
His
ass is back at DC. Whenever you go from head coach to DC.
But no, he was a head coach at Southeastern Louisiana.
Ah.
So he moving his way up in the ranks too. And hell, this might be, and Kiffin might already holler at buddy.
Yeah.
You next up. So it's just so much of the situation I think is getting left out to make Kiffin the bad guy of college football, which is crazy.
Boom. There you go right there.
I seen people saying, I don't want to hear nothing about transfer portal when it comes to coaches changing jobs. Oh, no doubt.
We've been saying that. Do not talk shit about these players hitting the portal when these coaches are jumping ship too. Don't want to hear it.
And the schools do it. Like we see schools fire coaches all the time off the whim. Like a quick shit. They just fire them right there. Boom. We'll bring back up James Franklin, right? James Franklin has brought Penn State back to what people think Penn State really is.
Yeah.
Loses 3 games in a row. Hit the dough, son.
But what you said, I don't think people fully grasp what you just said. James Franklin came in took over a Penn State team that the program was known for having PDF files. It was a smear. No coach want to coach here. I don't want to come in and touch you with a 10-foot pole. So they go get a James Franklin. I don't know where he came from, but he stayed there and he brought the program back to prominence. The first sign of he lose 3 games, oh, you got to go. So all that shit, I put my reputation on the line coming here. I brought my family here. I lose 3 games and you let me go? Well, it's not just those 3 games, it's the big games. We ain't talking about that. So these programs don't have loyalty to these coaches, so the coaches shouldn't have loyalty to the program. At the end of the day, it's just a job, straight up, and that's how it should be looked at.
Yeah, I can't get down with it. And every time I research James Franklin, the bullshit excuses that they have for firing that man is out this wazoo, man.
And that's how you know it's some BS. Whenever they are coming up with BS excuses, like you really didn't have a reason to fire them. But it's what somebody said during one of the shows. They did it because they thought they were going to get somebody better. And that's what. Have they even hired a coach yet?
No, Penn State has not hired a coach yet.
Nope, they have not yet. And well, they got this guy named Terry Smith, and the players love him, but shit, they ain't finna hire Terry Smith. I can tell you now. I can tell by looking at Terry Smith, they ain't finna hire him. You know Terry Smith?
Nah.
Huh?
Nah.
Look, this is why they ain't finna hire him. They ain't finna hire Terry Smith.
Oh, yeah. He already on the staff too.
Yeah, he was already on staff. He's intern. Terry.
No.
They don't get down like that in Happy Valley. Nope. But all the coaches in the carousel are getting snatched up quick now, especially down in the AAC. Shit, you AAC coach, you get AAC coordinators are getting snatched up as head coaches right now. The head coaches are going to places, and then the AD, I mean not AD, but the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, hell, they getting snatched up too. Arkansas just hired one. Who are the coaches that got hired from the AAC?
Shit, speaking of coach from the AAC, shit, Houston coach Willie Fritz is the head candidate for the damn Penn State job right now. So I just can't get down with that shit, man. I just can't get down with that shit. I'm telling you, and hey, the fucking article right here.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm telling you, Willie Fritz got some tie.
The Penn State.
Penn State. Because the the Penn State head coaching search is getting weirder by the day. Is the name of this article. Because you didn't go out and splash.
Yeah.
I told you what them folks doing. They trying to get somebody in there that they know. This ain't have nothing to do with wins and losses. But nobody spoke on loyalty when he got the boot.
Yep.
Remember the Arkansas head coach scandal? Laugh out loud. They hired him back. Yeah, but then they hired him back. Then they give him the little interim spot, and then they go and get the Memphis cat.
Yep.
Like y'all ain't really trying to win. Didn't nobody say he wasn't loyal to Memphis Well, he goes to Arkansas. Nobody's talking about the USF coach being loyal and he goes to Auburn.
Yep.
But it all comes down to loyalty when it's surrounding Lane Kiffin.
And shit, Brian, and then USF hired Brian Hartland from Ohio State.
Yeah, Ryan Day starting to ship them boys out. Who that sound like?
Saban.
Come on now.
Then you had Eric Moore, was at North Texas, who's had damn great season. He dipped out. He went to Oklahoma State.
Yep, Oklahoma State. Which we can't talk about Oklahoma State being loyal because shit, my boy was there for a minute.
Yeah, like 20-some years.
So, they did him his due just. Or his just due. However you say that shit. They did him. Hey, we gave you as long as we could get you.
Yeah, well, they gave him multiple seasons. He had multiple bad seasons. Look here, man. What's his name? Mike?
Yeah, Gundy.
Mike Gundy. Hey, look, Mike, man. Like, that probably like, hey, look, Gundy. Man, hey, we didn't do what we could, man. But look, the donors, man, they gave us 3 years, man, and you couldn't do nothing. You got to go. That's why he didn't fight it.
Wasn't no fighting. I should have been going 6 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I should have been going 6 years ago. But hey, we didn't got long-winded tonight, man. I know we didn't get to a lot of these notes. We got to get to my favorite part of the show. We got to get to the mental health checks, man. I got to know how you doing. 1 through 10. Personally, what's going on with you? Physically, taking care of yourself, and business-wise, what you got coming up?
Man, personally, man, like, life's been good. Had Thanksgiving with the family, and she came home. Unfortunately, ended up breaking my water main, bringing the RV in, but got that joker fixed. And man, just life's been good, man. Getting ready for the baby to come in, and just super excited, man. Life changes. So personally, man, I'm sitting at about an 8. Physically, man, I feel good. I noticed that I have packed on a little pounds after Thanksgiving. So, man, about to get back in this gym. I need to clean my garage out and actually put my gym set together, but I'll do that after Christmas. But I gotta start going to the gym again. But I feel good though, so probably about an 8 as well. And then business wise, man, dude, the Dread Archer podcast has been just going nuts, man. I just keep getting more guys reaching out for me to come on a show. So I've been recording more shows as a guest than I have on my own podcast just because of scheduling issues. But it's been great, man. Deer season hadn't been too good, but got guys reaching out, man, that want to take me out on hunts. And so I'm getting those lined up. But other than that, man, everything's been good. So business wise, man, I'm sitting at about a 9.
Heck yeah, man. For myself, personally, man, everything is everything, man. No complaints from me. Here, getting ready for the Christmas season. Loving the Christmas season, man. I love seeing all the Christmas lights. I think people are in a better mood around this time of the year. A little more joyful, a little bit more giving. Everybody, they just this time of the year, it's really the most wonderful time of the year. I know that's a song and it's a little cliche, but this is really the most wonderful time of the year. You go to the Walmart, you see the dudes out there, the women out there ringing the bell for the little Salvation Army, people stopping and talk to them, giving them dollars and change. You got people helping all around the city, whether it be food drives, whether it be, Toys for Tots, whether it be Shop with a Cop, whatever it might be, people are just in the lending a hand stage around this time of the year, man. So I love it, man. It's all good. Everything is good, man. We got all our reps in from all over the country in town right now, man. We had a big dinner tonight with them. So, everything is everything, man. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. We got Nutcracker coming up this weekend. I mean, everything is everything, man. So we just chilling. We sitting at about an 8, 9 over here. Physically. We just mentioned Say Grace at the beginning of the episode, so I definitely need to get back in the gym because now I have some home cooking right downstairs at work. breakfast and lunch. So that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem here soon. So definitely need to get back in the gym, man. But I feel good, other than the things that come with the cold weather. Getting up a little slower, got to listen to like you got dice in your pocket when you stand up, in the morning. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, everything is good. So physically, man, I gotta say, sitting at about a 7 or 8 on the physical scale, man, and business wise, I love it. Got hella photo shoots this weekend. I love doing Christmas photos. It's my favorite, right? Hey, my boy Dom said I'm at a 10 over here with these red velvet cookies. Well, I'm gonna tell you something right here, Dom. If you ever just so happen to be driving your truck through Texarkana, man, 5610 Richmond Road, man, pull up, get you some red velvet from Say Grace. It's gonna do you right. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna do you
red
right.
velvet cheesecake, red velvet cupcakes.
Yeah, man, you're gonna get right on that red velvet. But photo shoots this weekend. I love doing Christmas photos because I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year, right? So got some of those photo shoots this weekend. Got a Christmas party this weekend. All type of stuff. If you booked with me, I'm ready to see you. I'm ready to get you your photos. I love to see the look on people's faces once they receive the photos. I love the feedback. If you haven't booked, man, get with me, Nicholas Street Photography. Shoot me a DM on there. And we'll get it booked up. We'll get it set up, man. If you're waiting on photos, I promise you they're coming. We just rocking, man. We just rocking. Everything is good. RTL, man. I love the show tonight. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to everybody who hopped on to give their 2 cents and go back and forth with us, man. That's what we do it for. Shout out to the new fan. I think we got a new fan, man. Shout out my boy Dom. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Dom. All right, I see your name is Dom College Football Talk. I hope you got a show. I haven't been able to go and research you up since we've been on live, but I'm gonna go check out your page and see what you got over there, man. I love going back and forth about sports. I love hearing sports takes from other people. I love hearing sport. I watch sports podcasts all day long. So I love that, man. Shout out to Don. Shout out to Chelsea for hopping on, man. You hadn't been in the chat in a little while, Chelsea. So I appreciate you for hopping back through. Yep. My boy Ty, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's always good to have a Razorback on the pod and trash talk too. I'm loving it, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. GG's in the chat, like they say. But hey, we mess with you too, bro. But man, business wise, hey, I'm gonna say 9 to a 10 tonight, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving what we got going on right here, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. 2025, damn good year, right? Yeah. I mean, it ain't over yet, but man, hey, bro, it's been a dang good year, man. Just it's a lot got accomplished. That's all I can say.
No doubt. Only a few more shows left in 2025. We're gonna let season 7 rock out all the way through 2025. So I think we'll end up at like 42, 41 episodes, something like that. For the season 7, man, we're gonna rock out all the way through 2025, and then we'll start season 8 January 2026. That shit sounds crazy to say.
Bro, I know. It's right there too, bro. I was at one of my stores today, and I'm writing down the date. I'm like, damn, it's already December. Like shit's here.
It's here, man. It's here. Weather's changing. Got more deer on the camera. I'm not gonna be able to hunt too much this weekend, if anything at all. Maybe a Sunday evening hunt. But like I said, nutcrackers here, all type of shit's here. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy right now, man. Shout out to the chat tonight. I gotta say that shit again.
I know, man.
But hey, you got any last words for the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Had a guy on my podcast last week. He said something to me, and I was like, y'all, I gotta take this to the RTL. But, hey, the heaviest weight you gonna lift is looking back and wondering who you could have been. So this ties right into the same message I give every year around this time. If there's something you want to do or get started, start that shit now. and roll into 2026 running. Don't wait till 2026. Don't wait till January 1st. Start doing your shit. Get that shit rolling now. If it's in your mind, get it on paper. If it's on paper, start making, start getting shit rolling and getting it in motion. That way, when January 1st hit, you ain't scrambling. You already got a plan, and you go into the year running, and you don't stop.
Nah, no doubt, man. Whatever that may be, man, whether it be starting a podcast, whether it be starting to work out, whether it be just a little losing weight. My boy Dom says, I want to say I'm proud of myself. I made the decision to re-enlist for my last 12 years in the Army to retire.
Hell
hey, shout
yeah.
out to you, Dom, man. Shout out to you, my boy. Get it started now, man. Wherever it may be. Like my boy Dom just said, he decided to re-enlist. He gonna go ahead and fight the good fight. He can go ahead and ride that thing out to retirement, man.
Yep. And get that full retirement, baby.
You hear me? That's everybody's plan, man, to get to the end. We want to get to the end and be able to kick our feet up and watch these babies grow and do what we did. You know what I mean? Like start their families and get to a good place in life, man. Everybody don't get to that good place, right? It's a lot of people that they fighting to get to that good place their whole life, man. Hopefully everybody that's watching this podcast right now is fortunate enough to get to that good place. Like a place where you feel comfortable, a place where you can go do what you want to do and just chill out, man. So shout out to Don for that. That's a good one right there. Re-enlisting and go ahead and making that plan for retirement. My boy planning for 12 years in the future. And I fucks with that.
For sure, man. Hey, but while you working to get to the end, and stop and enjoy the moment, man, because this shit fly by quick. It fly by quick, and you don't want to look back and be like, damn, man, I missed this, and this trying to get here. And I didn't enjoy it. Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride. Hey, like I always say, man, hold them babies tight. Hug them a little bit tighter tonight. You never know when it's going to be that last day, man. Hey, if you're in the grocery store, you shouldn't see the same person on aisle 3, 5, and 7 and then see them again out in the parking lot, man. Everything is not a coincidence, all right? And make sure you have yours on you because I for dang still going to have mine on me. And with all that being said, man, this is season 7, episode 38 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. No killer Cam tonight. Man, we got to get my boy Cam back.
I know, right?
With all that being said, man, we out.
Peace.